All right, all right, all right. We know what this is. We know what it is. We taking over. We are taking over tonight, Kings and Dreams channel. You know what this is. It ain't the first time we took over somebody's channel. It won't be the last time. So at the end of the day, make sure that you guys click that like button for Kings and Dreams. He likes you. Make sure you like him too. We got a great topic going on tonight, guys. Oh, yeah, we got a good one. Take these glasses off. We got a good one for tonight. Tonight's topic is center around. Oh, yeah, let me turn that down. That microphone sounds good. Oh, the camera looks good as well. Finally, I'm experimenting tonight, guys, with the new camera. So hope it looks good. And at the end of the day, we are definitely, let me turn that down even a little bit more. Let me make sure that I'm not skipping or anything. That looks good. All right, all right, all right. Great. Okay. Tonight's topic, guys, is going to as expats, as passport bros, blue book gentlemen, whatever you want to call us. Are we really ready? Are we really ready to be in relationships with these women from other countries? Or are we just talking good? We sound real good on paper, but are we really ready for relationships with these women in other countries? We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to do an exam. See if you guys are ready. Because if you aren't ready, I'm telling you, it's going to showcase itself immediately. Immediately. So at the end of the day, Kings and Dreams is on a hiatus, enjoying himself. I don't see how he's going to be on a hiatus in his own live stream chat at the same time, but he's on a hiatus. We got family in the building right now. What's up, brethren? What is up? He said, been MIA for a minute, and we're back, Unc. He said, hope all is well. Everything's going pretty good. You know, right now, tonight is just us here. Andrea is on, she's going to hang out with her family members tonight. So that's what she's doing. This is just tea, no drinking hand tonight. You know, we had enough drinking last night, but no drinking hand tonight. Arthur Will is in the building. He said, I want that cap. Yeah, I like my hats. Like my hat. I like my style that I have with my hats. So yeah, I really like this hat. This is one of my faves. Okay, let's get started. And today, since Andrea was gone, I got a chance to make myself some good old-fashioned American chili. Oh yeah. Your boy was doing it like he was back in the days. The chili, the crackers, a couple of beers. I was good. Good. Got a chance to hang out with a guy that met his wife here in Cali, Colombia, 36 years ago. 36 years ago. He came here in 1980. Woo! So I got a chance to interview him and what he thinks about how it was then, looking for a good woman, and how it is now when it comes to looking for a good woman. But we're going to talk about these particular topics tonight because that's the important part that we have to realize when it comes to, are you ready to be in a good relationship outside the United States? My man Gary, shout out to Gary. I need to make sure I send him the link. Let me send Gary the link right quick so he can watch the show. Gary was one of the things that he talked about continuously was the fact that so many men are coming down here, but are they ready for serious relationships? And so we talked about that. And a lot of dudes are coming down here. And Gary said he said even in the 80s, it was the same way, you know, he came down here for the ladies. He came down here to Cali, Colombia because he was a part of the original Peace Corps. He was one of the first dudes when they started signing up Peace Corps for Colombia. He was one of the first guys to come on down here. And he came down for the ladies and had a good time. And he was talking about how, you know, you get to that point where you can only smash so many women in life, and you get to a point where you're like, okay, I done ran through what I done ran through. I done smashed the chicks from East India. I done smashed my way through Europe. I done smashed my way through the States. I done ran through Mexico, demolished DR. See what I'm saying? Smash my way through South America. What else is there to do? You feel like sometimes you feel like Alexander the Great after you've conquered the world. What do you do? And that's why this topic is exists tonight. Is because I want guys to think about that moment that will come. That what do you do moment in life? It's going to happen for most of us men that are traveling and you're looking for a relationship, you're going from woman to woman and city to city. I'm telling you, I promise you, bruh, that time in life, you're going to hit that crossroads. You're going to be like, okay, I just smashed my way through so many women, hundreds or even thousands in many cases. Where do I go from here? So we're going to talk about where you go from here. These are some of the things that I learned because I was like you guys, man. I kid you not, I was smashing my way through continents. You thought I was John Henry. I was putting the hammer down so much. For all you guys know about the John Henry floor. But at the end of the day, I kid not, man, it opened up my eyes to the fact that that audio is so good. It is so good. Even I'm flabbergasted. I'll start singing songs like I was Luther Vandross on this thing. It was sounding so clear. Even though I know I can't sing like Luther. But my point was, yeah, I like the new mics. So I got one, and this is actually Andrea's mic. So you guys are going to see us in the studio tomorrow. And this is the first time we got a chance to use our new camera as well. I hope the camera looks crisper than the one that we had before. I hope the color is a little bit more vibrant and standing out. So Kings and Dreams, shout out to him for being the first one to see that we got a chance to use the new camera. He said, I can't lie, even though I'm not overseas yet, I've always been an international man. Yeah. And I know for a fact that I'm ready for it. Yeah, man. Thanks, Tobias. Yeah, not saying I'm a saint, though. None of us are. None of us are. I'm done with some dirt. I came to Cali to do dirt. A lot of you guys remember that. Some of you guys don't remember. I didn't come here to Cali because I was crisp and clean, no caffeine, no artificial flavoring, no artificial coloring, no meat byproducts. Oh, no. I was coming to Cali, at least to Cali, to be shiesty. We're talking about Dre the Ripper. I was Dre the Ripper before I met Andre. Y'all, man, listen. Just because I wasn't stupid enough to photo all the women that I had been here with Colombia, and because I don't brag about it, doesn't mean that I wasn't like a lot of you brothers when we went to Medellin or when you Cartagena. For me, I was just messing for the most part, like 99.99. I was just running through regular women. But I was just as crafty as a guy out there just having fun vacation. And I came here to Cali to do some dastardly deeds. See, I'm choppy. Okay, as far as the video or audio, let me know, guys. Oh, I'm freezing. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me change let me change. Give me a second. Let me change the route, okay? Let me see if this one works a little better. I'm going to go off for a second. I'll come back on. Thanks for letting me know, Maurice. Let me know how that works. Let me see if that's a little better. Both video and audio. So let's see how I'm doing now. Am I still frozen now? Let's see how that looks. See how that sounds too. Let me know how that one. Yeah, I know that. I know I froze for a second, guys. Thank you for your patience. And I'm just looking to make sure that everything is up to par. Nothing's freezing. So far, so good. The audio sounds good. Okay, that sounds good. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Started with Maurice in the building. Rev came up and let me know. Appreciate that. I appreciate that for letting me know I was looking better now. All right, like I was saying, I came to Cali to do some dastardly deeds. I didn't come to Cali looking for a wife. I didn't come to Cali looking for a relationship or nothing. I came here to see what I could smash because Dre the Ripper was on the loose. I was trying to see who I could tie to the train tracks and do something strange without coming out of change. So I understand what it's like to have these urges for all the ladies in another country. I'm with you, brothers. But there comes a time where you get burned with that, and you try your best. And now I have the video in front of me, so I'm not freezing too bad. So thanks, guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, I was frozen for a second, but I'm back now. Okay, as I was saying, I was just like everybody else, and I try to let guys know that I know what it's like because I've been there. When I see only difference between me and other dudes, I know how to keep my dang mouth shut. Other dudes be in WhatsApp groups, putting all their business out there, all the photos. I already told y'all, most of you dudes better not never run for nothing when it comes to politics. I'm blackmailing everybody. Everybody getting blackmailed. I got so many photos of your business in my phone. I'm blackmailing everybody. If you run to be city councilman, alderman, president, you better not run for president of your local union council. I'm blackmailing all y'all. I got all your business. You talk too much. You post too much of your business. I know what I got photos of every pay for play that you guys have been with, every photo of the butt naked booties of your girlfriends that you claim in Brazil and in Colombia, Argentina, Botswana. I got all y'all photos in my phone. You don't know how to shut up. Stop sharing all your business with other dudes just so you can feel better about being a man in another country. I'm going to say it again. You think I'm dumb? Yes, you do. You are only sharing, or I froze for a second. You are only sharing that information with other men because it makes you feel better as a man. That's it. You share it in the WhatsApp groups like you in the bar. You don't share it to encourage men. No, you don't. You share it so we can say, oh man, dog, look at the one that you I see your work, player. I see what you doing out there in them streets in Colombia. I got you, bro. You do it for that, for your ego boost, bro. And just like Bluff City just said, never kiss and tell. Y'all putting one or two chicks. I got you. Put a little bit of let guys know that you know what's going on in marriage. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But some of you dudes put like 80% of the women that you done smashed in Medellin on into the WhatsApp groups. And if they get into the WhatsApp groups, they in my phone right now. And if they're in my phone, they're in somebody else's phone, and they've shared your photos. You dudes don't be realizing. Men talk so much when it comes to travel. Your photo with your paper play or with your woman or your girlfriend in Colombia, that goes into like 15 other WhatsApp groups. Your photo in 24 hours, your photos and images have been shared all over the world because it's a dude in Thailand. He got your videos and your photos. It's a dude in another country got your videos and photos. Your boys back home got your information. Man, you got to learn to shut the up when it comes to your business and traveling. That's why ain't none of y'all can sit back and say, well, I got a photo when Andre was with blah, blah, blah. Before I met Andre, I knew one thing. Shut up, Dre. Let the rest of these dudes do all the talking. You You shut up. Don't be posting no pictures. Don't you be posting nothing, Andre. You talk enough, Andre. Keep your mouth shut. And I wanted to put photos out there like you dudes. I want to showcase like baseball cards. But now, I realize now, long before I met Andrea, and I didn't know it was going to be a love crossing borders, I'm so glad that I shut the up when I did. So now with Love Crossing Borders, don't none of you dudes got no footage on Dre. None of y'all. Even my closest dogs ain't got no footage on Dre. Okay, none of y'all sit back and say, oh no, he sent me a picture. No, yeah. Nope. You know the only time I ever sent the picture into a group? You ready? And the topic tonight is, are you ready to be in a relationship, not necessarily a marriage, but a relationship with foreign women? Are you ready for any type of relationship, friendship, relationship, intimacy, marriage, whatever it is? Are you ready for this? The only photo that dudes got, I had narrowed it down to 2 women. It was Andrea, who I was going to be dating, and it was this another bad female in Medellin. Had like the greenish blue eye chick with the jet black hair going down, sexy as she want to be. And you know how when you got those females with the blue and green eyes and they black hair make their eyes pop out? She was one of them. That was the only time dudes in the one group that I was in at that time period saw a photo, and they knew that I was like, these are the last 2. And one dude said, a couple of brothers said this. One dude said, the one with the beautiful one has the beautiful eyes that you can fall into. But this is what they said about Andrea. But Andrea got them big eyes that can draw you in. Those come to me. Those, you know how Scorpio women got those beautiful eyes that kind of like mesmerize you? Andrea eyes still does that. Her eyes still do that to me to this day. Scorpios, they got them eyes for you, bruh. They can look through your soul. That's the only time dudes ever, and these were like here up photos of both women. It wasn't look at these ladies' bodies. And brothers, I promise you, new dudes with passports, I promise you, if you're going to be watching this Kings and Dreams episodes later, do yourself a favor. Don't follow the patterns of those that have passed. And please, for your future's sake, because I didn't know that Love Crossing Borders or meeting Andrea or marriage is going to come. Shut the up for your future's sake. I'm going to say it one more time. Bruh, don't follow them clowns that's putting all their business in all the WhatsApp groups trying to prove a point that I'm down with it too. I don't care if you smashing 50 11s, 10s, and 9s. Don't put your business out there. I was smashing some of the baddest, nastiest, freaky chicks down here. And you guys would have never known it unless I just opened my mouth and told you. That's how you want to run your house, bruh. That's how you want to run your house. Man, F them dudes that's out there and try to get you to, show me some of your lady. Where your receipts? Where your receipts? Bruh. If you don't believe me, cool. But I'm not about to sit up here and showcase for you just to make you feel good. Here's my receipts. These are the ladies I'm with, dog. You can't. No. That nut swinging contest. Nah, bruh. No, I'm bigger than that. I'm bigger than that, for real. Don't let no dude convince you to do a nut swinging contest. I'm not about to cuss on another man's channel, but don't do no swinging contest in the name of A, feeling better about yourself, B, trying to prove a point to a group of men, C, trying to out manhood another man's manhood because he posts some pictures. Don't do that, man. I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to backfire on you dudes. And I already told y'all, I'm blackmailing. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I got so many photos of you guys women in my phone. My wife don't let me get jealous. Andrea can see 3,000 women in my phone from the time period that I got in WhatsApp groups in 2017. And Andrea does not ever get jealous. In it, she know ain't out of the 3,000 women in my phone, ain't none of them mine, but her. That's how much y'all talk too much. There is no way in heck a dude like me, because you know when you send stuff, it saves in certain people's phones. Unless you put it unless you put your device in WhatsApp where it says delete this after 24 hours or delete this after 30 hours. In WhatsApp, you can set that up for whatever group you in. But if you don't remember to set it up for delete, man, please. There have been a couple brothers, I kid you not, that I've had to pull to the side and say, bro, do you like her? Yeah, I like her. I mean, are you think about being in a relationship with her? Yeah, man. I think she's the one I want to be in a relationship with. Don't post no more pictures and videos of her going down on you, bro. Don't post no more pictures of her taking it from the back, bro. If you're serious about a female in Colombia or in Brazil, don't post her. Post them scallywags, them beautiful bottom feeders, but do not post somebody that you serious. And I had to say that to a couple dudes because I knew that they were serious about the person, but so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up with you dudes that are still living a single life. These dudes don't realize you can't post your regular chick like you would post these other knucklehead women. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fact that we're going to go into the comment sections right now, just give some shout out to you guys. But let's talk about the fact that, are you even ready, bruh? Let's put it like this. The reason why we talk about this topic before we go to the comment section, us brothers that are in relationships, we tired of y'all. Y'all single dudes. I said it. We tired. All you brothers with passports and you single, we tired. We tired of being the face of the Passport Bros brand. We tired. We tired of you guys using us to push us to the forefront. See, Passport Brothers, Blue Book gentlemen are finding love. We do get in relationships. We find marriages. What about love crossing borders? What about passports, pursuits? What about love, pursuits, and passports? What about this guy and that guy? See, we find love when the rest of you dudes that are standing behind us, pushing us to the forefront as if we're the face of the Passport Bros that are doing great things, you out here acting a dang fool. We tired of y'all. Be your own spokesperson. If you don't want to be in relationships, don't. But don't be trying to. But when the women in the States come at y'all and call y'all out for mongering and call y'all out for just partying and call y'all out for dating bottom feeders, dating the low life in all these countries, don't come to us And don't use us as your example of, see, Passport Bros doing good things. No. We are the Passport Bros, the Blue Book gentlemen, are doing the right thing. Y'all out there acting a goddamn fool. So we tired. That's why I'm talking about this topic, because we are done with being the face of y'all ups. I'm gonna say that again. We are done with being the face of your ups. You want to be a party dude? Tell the women in the States. That's what I do. I know I'm freezing every once in a while. Thank you guys for your patience in regards to that tonight. But you got to be your own representative. We tired of that one. So that's why we're talking about, are you even ready? Because if you ain't ready, stay single. Ain't nothing wrong with the single life. I loved it when I had it. I love this married life. I'm happy for you dudes. You will never hear me hate on a single man, ever. I'm not one of them dudes that get jealous and insecure. Oh, I wish I was still single. Oh, man, wow, they out there doing it. No, I'm happy for you dudes. I'm the number one dude that's going to cheer for you, for real. But at the end of the day, us brothers that are in relationships or looking for relationships, some of you guys are looking for, we tired of being the face of the Passport Bros and y'all out there acting a dang fool and effing up. We done. We done with it. And we gonna call y'all out on y'all for real. Y'all ain't gonna be using us and telling the ladies in the States we are doing good things as passport men. Knowing 98% of y'all out here on effery. You know you on effery. But then when the women in the United States make YouTube or TikTok or something else, they're just being modern women. They're just bitter because we're going to other countries. Blah, 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 blah. No. If you really listen to some of what those ladies are saying, they are telling the damn truth. They are telling the truth about us, man. They right. We are out here getting the lowest level of women. We are out here getting beautiful bottom feeders. We are out here getting women that you all you do is in your phone is pay for play. Them ladies on YouTube and Instagram and ain't lying. You just don't like the fact they saying it because they modern women in the States. Or a woman on TikTok, she ain't as attractive. So you trip on the fact that she trying to tell you about yourself. Well, she can't do that. She nobody wants her anyway. Either way, bro, she telling the truth. And then when she says something, you want to use us as the poster boys as Passport brothers are getting married. They're finding love. Nah, bro, don't be using us. You can shut that down for real. Nobody wants to get used, and you can't be using us. Be a man and stand out there. You want to come down here? You need to be just like you. Dang right, I'm coming down here smashing and going to brothels and I ain't got no regular women in my phone. You dang right. I'm so tired of this thing freezing. That's how you should do it. I might switch that router again. But before I do, let me go into the chat. Shout out to Kings and Dreams in the building. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. I saw Charles earlier too. Jaleel is in the building representing. Arta Will is in the building representing, as well as CB Passport Strengthen. Yeah, Love Crossing Borders. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet up with you too, brethren. Yeah, we're taking over Kings. Oh, all you dudes are conspirators. If we taking over Kings and Dreams, all y'all part of this conspiracy. If Kings come to arrest us, he taking all of us down. I ain't going down to YouTube jail alone. All of us gonna be arrested. We done took over this man's channel. We don't know what he doing. Tobias is in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, man. That's a good. Now this dude could give you some. Tobias is one of the few examples, and I know there's a lot more examples, but he's one of the few examples when I hear women cry about, well, y'all only go to certain countries, y'all only go to, and I think about Tobias, and I think about all his European adventures, and I think about other brothers where you got a chocolate man in Thailand, and I think about other brothers where you got the one brother that's been in China forever, and the other brothers that's been in Japan forever. So when women sit back and say brothers only go to certain countries, they don't know what they talking about. And so when they talk about Europe, and when they say we don't go to Europe, I'm like, that's a lie. That's a lie and a half. So make sure you guys subscribe to Tobias the Traveler. I promise you guys, you'll really like his insight. Maurice in the building representing. All right, let me scroll down a little bit more, giving these shout outs. Thank you guys also for letting me know about the audio earlier. We got Rev Kev representing. Thank you for earlier for letting me know that it was freezing. Jabras is in the building. All right, I'm good now. I'm glad, guys. Let me know. Like I said, tonight is going to be just freezing a little bit off and on. I forgot to put some more data on the router. That was my fault. All right. He says, I'm only looking for one woman. I'm not the type of dude of waiting to smash or wanting to smash every girl. I want a wife, period. That was me, man. Eventually, I got to the point where I was like, you know, Dre, it's time to sit your butt down somewhere. Been wanting it since 21 years old. Yeah. Nothing wrong. I love it, man. And it was so cool to be at this dude's house. Him and his wife live in Indiana, right? He met his Colombian California in 2000. It was like 2000. I think he said 2000. I mean, I'm sorry. It was 1981 while he was on a Peace Corps mission here. And he said, Dre, I was smashing through him. He said, you think that you guys were smashing through Colombian women today? He said, I was going through them so bad. But he said, my boss had to tell me to slow down. He said, I was part of the Peace Corps and I was giving nothing but a peace. He said, he met his wife and he said, I was ready to just run through a relationship with her. He said, but then I realized, okay, you may not want to mess this one up. He said, we've been together for over 30 plus years, 36 years. This man said he's blackmailing everyone. I'm blackmailing. I got so much footage. I got all y'all business. Oh, you talking about some people that talk too much. You talk about if all dudes that showcase their photos of all your business, you just show me one thing. You talk too much, you got low self-esteem. You could tell me, Andre, all day long. Oh, you need to show your receipts. I don't know what type of women you were with before, Andre. You need to show I ain't showing you a dang thing. I don't owe you nothing, brother. Nothing. We got 29 to 30 people in the chat. Please, guys, make sure you click that like button and get those super chats up. What are we doing tonight? If we don't get them super chats up, man, look out for Kings and Dreams. I told y'all, this is my co-conspiracy. If I go down, we all go down. Tobias just showing support, Andre, for dropping knowledge. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, yeah, man. You're a family, brother. You're a good man. That's a good brother. We also got Soyetis. I hope I pronounced it right. Or Soyetis. We got DTV in the building. Wow, I'm honored to be a moderator in the building. Oh, yeah. Jamon representing in the building, my boy. Them going dudes, a.k.a. pay for play. Yeah, dude, you can only do that for so long. I'm not saying like on the physical side, you can run through chicks all you want. But eventually, I don't care how old you are, your spirit going to tell you like, man, even if you into polygamy, you still gonna want to find those 1, 2s, and 3s to sit your butt down somewhere. Like you got African dudes that know how to sit their butt down somewhere, but they may have 10 wives, but they happy as can be because they ain't out there with 200-300 women. Even King Solomon, come on, King Solomon had 300 wives, 700 concubines that he ran through, and this man was miserable. How many of us know somebody with 300 wives, 700 side chicks and still miserable. Come on, man. He was still miserable. Okay, real passport bros need a new name because too many passport sexuals, shout out to D, are in the mix. Dudes be, I'm gonna tell you something, man. As hard as you got dudes like shout out to Aaron of Black Men's Travel that works so hard behind the scenes trying to create a positive brand for passport bros. You got these dudes that's coming along, man, right now that just don't give a F about the moniker or the brand of passport bros. They just making it look real bad. And what's going to happen slowly but surely, this is just Andre's prediction, there's going to be a break off. There's going to be dudes that break off from, dude, don't call me a passport bro. No. It is going to be a whole new group in a totally different direction, doing different things, and they're gonna let them knuckleheads have a passport bro moniker. But what's so sad about it is that there's some dudes that work so hard behind the scenes to keep the title in a positive light, and there's so many young dudes, not just say young, I want to just say young, it's just so many dudes out there that's not showcasing in a good way. He said that's why I don't hang out with guys that just smashing through women. Yeah, I don't even There are dudes that have come down to Cali and wanted to hang out with me, and I knew that they would just 1,000% pay for play. Man, they got like 15 minutes of my time, and I was like a ghost. And probably they were like a ghost too because they were too busy trying to do the pay for play in Cali, so they didn't have time for me, and I didn't want to make time for them. Call me funny style or call me a dude in a relationship, and I'm not trying to be caught up with some dude that's part of that world all the time. If you part of it sometime, cool, I got your back. But if it's 100% in your phone pay for play, bro, I can't mess with you. I'm for real. I can't. Plus, usually I'm the driver when you guys come to town. So I'll be like, what you doing? Nothing. Come on, pick you up. Let's go get something to eat. I'm driving you around town and you in my vehicle and you 100% pay for play? Oh, no, you can't get no ride, dog. No, I don't mess with you. Ain't none of my partners down here 100% pay for play. None. Many of them do mess with pay for play, but not one of them is 100% pay for play. None. I don't mess with you dudes. I don't care if they ain't women that I would marry. I don't care. Or that I like, I would marry. My man in the building, new free mixtape. I will be dumb to post your baby. And dudes don't be, hey, mixtape, check it. Dudes don't even think about the fact that a dude will take your woman's photo and say, and put it in another group and say, yeah, I'm smashing this. Yeah, this what I'm smashing, dog. Dudes don't realize dudes are so grimy in WhatsApp groups. They will take your receipt and use it as their receipt in another WhatsApp group. I ain't lying to you, brothers. I ain't lying to you. That's how grimy dudes is. Don't be putting your business out there. There's some dude right now. Or check it. And I know some of you guys in some WhatsApp groups have noticed this. There are dudes that's so grimy in WhatsApp groups. If you post your chick, and let's say you show a picture of her and it's her Instagram that's showing, or her Facebook is showing, dudes will holler at her so fast. If her Instagram is showing, dudes will holler at her so fast. If her Facebook page is showing, her DM's gonna be blowing up from all the dudes that's sharing your pictures of your girl in different WhatsApp groups and different dudes yelling at your woman. I done see dudes come back into WhatsApp groups pissed. Oh, she told me that y'all tried to holler at her. I know which one of y'all up in here tried to holler at my girl. Oh, so y'all doing me like that? I'm supposed to be y'all boy, and you hollering at my girl behind my back? Dude, you posted it in the WhatsApp group. She free game. Sorry, bro. Sorry. You posted your woman in a public WhatsApp group with her Instagram showing as fine as she is, and you actually believe what nobody gonna try to holler at her? You just mad because she told you. Yeah, some of you guys, some do you? And she'd be like, "Do you know so and so?" Like, yeah, he in my WhatsApp group. What about this other guy? Yeah, he in my WhatsApp group too. What about these other 3 guys? That's what you get for talking so much. Now you want to come back to the WhatsApp group with your little feelings hurt. Y'all passport bros out here in Brazil taking advantage of these homeless women. Sick. Y'all do, man. Y'all be doing what do. Like I always say, man, South America, I kid you not, like King said. Like King said, winter is coming and some of y'all only date White Walkers. Y'all only date the White Walkers. And if you know anything about the White Walkers, they do anything that the king of the winter, what he says, based off Game of Thrones television show. Thank you very much for the super chat for the king. And so at the end of the day, I'm just saying, man, I ain't even hit the topic yet. I'm just laying the foundation. Guys, we got to start being wiser with our move. I'm telling you, is in your WhatsApp groups, on your Jay in the building. Love you, Jay. Yeah, she a female, by the way, guys. She been supporting us forever. She been traveling to Colombia before so many of you dudes have. Believe me. And I'm telling you, some of you dudes don't realize that even when you post pictures of you and your girl in Facebook pages, there'll be some dudes that'll take that photo and they'll share that photo of your girl as if it's their girl. Dudes in WhatsApp groups grimy. The same dude that be smiling in your face is grimy when it comes to females. He was grimy in the States. Come on, guys, can we be real? Not every brother that got a passport got some dang sense in their head. Not every brother. Most of us, yes. But it's some dudes that's in the States. All they did was dirt to people. Dirty mother in the States. They always been backbiters. They always been snakes. They've always been low lives. You can't trust that dude for nothing. Can't keep a friend for nothing. Can't keep a girlfriend for nothing. It's dudes in the States that's low life dudes. I'm not talking about economics. I'm talking about behavior. It's dudes that got money. You can't trust them for nothing. It's dudes that's broke, that's grimy as could be. Some of the dirtiest dudes you ever met. Gossip behind your back, try to holler at your girl in the States behind your back. It's some grimy mother out there in the States. And now you gave him a passport. Now you gave him a passport. And you think he gonna stop being grimy because he gonna take that griminess on the road now. And that's what I mean about some of these dudes in our WhatsApp groups, in our Facebook groups. And that's what I mean. There's a difference between certain passport bros and blue book gentlemen and other passport bros and blue book gentlemen. Some of you dudes, y'all some grimy mother, and we know it. And you try to hide your griminess in 2 ways. A, take it on the road outside the United States. Or B, hide in the crowd of good men to hide the fact that you a dirty mother. Yeah, you know who you are. You know can't nobody trust you in the States. That's why you boys don't mess with you like that in the States, like that. Some of y'all so dirty, man. It's some dudes, and I won't say y'all, some dudes so dirty, they ain't gonna never be considered somebody pallbearer. You know how you got some partners? See, as you get older, you start to realize, like, if I were to need somebody to carry my coffin like the African dudes, who would it be? Which one of my partners can I say I could see them carrying my coffin like the African brothers? Who would be your groomsman if you decide to ever get married? What type of dude would you have as your groomsman? Some of you dudes so grimy, ain't nobody gonna ever ask you to even carry their coffin. Nobody gonna ever ask you to be in a wedding. You will never be a best man. You barely got an invitation to the wedding. How'd you show up to the funeral? It's gonna be people like, why is he here? That's how grimy some of these dudes are. And they got passports. I know I'm freezing here and there. Thank you guys once again for your patience. And these dudes got passports. So when I say some grimy dudes out there that got passports, you can't put your business out there like that. You can't put your business out there like that, brothers. And the ladies, see, ladies know that. Ladies know other women ain't. So women already know. They'll sit back and say, "No, girl, he ain't all that." Shout out to Gail at Night. We love you, Gail. Shout out to Gail at Night in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel. Charles says, drinking hand Saturday night session. Boy, I wish I had put something in here. I swear I wish I had. And Andre got the apple crown in there. I need to go grab it too. You know what? Oh, she got the caramel crown in there. And that would go good with this little drink. No, I'm gonna leave her drinks alone. He said, Uncle's going in tonight. I am, man. And like I said, I ain't even hit the topic yet. This is just introduction hour 1 to lay the foundation. Are you ready for relationships outside the United States? Now, you don't have to get in one. Cool. You ain't got to get in one. But if you are, it's time to do an analysis to see if you are ready. We ain't talking about getting married. For those of you that think I'm just talking about marriage, no, brother. For those of you that think I'm talking about long-term commitments, no. I'm just saying, are you ready for if that ever happens in your life here in other countries? Because some of us are wired for relationships in the States, but you were up a relationship in another country using the same tactics that work in the United States. You see where I'm going with that? Things that work at home are meant for home. But the way that we carry ourselves in other countries, you can't take what makes a relationship successful in the States and bring it to Brazil or bring it to Colombia or bring it to Peru. It ain't gonna work, bruh. So my question is, are you ready for international dealing with ladies? Because anybody can pay. Every woman in the world want money. So that's you can put a blindfold on, never see the woman, and as long as somebody could tell you that she fine, you'll put your money out there. So you do that's 100% pay for play, you don't impress nobody. If you think that you impress dudes with your photos and with your videos and with your comments and all, dudes that are 100% pay for play, that's what you are. You like WrestleMania. We know it ain't real, but we still celebrate it like it's real. We already know that this ain't real wrestling and Olympic wrestling. Olympic wrestling is real wrestling. But we know with Roddy Piper and all the other Undertaker and all the other wrestlers that have come down the line, we know that's for entertainment. Pay for play brothers. You ain't nothing but entertainment. We know y'all ain't real. You are entertainment in this thing. When you post your photos, we go, ooh, your woman fine. Ooh, she's so sexy. Blah, 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 blah. You entertainment to us. We know that y'all ain't real. Man, I got all these ladies. Come on, dog. Let's be real. I had 4 last night. You ain't pay for one? You had 4 and you ain't pay for one. Andrea always mock me when I say 4 instead of saying 4. 4. So at the end of the day, fellas, come on, let's be real with it. Let's be real with it. Come on, let's stop playing. You pay for play dudes, that's 100%. Like I said, even I did pay for play, but I wasn't dumb enough to be 100% pay for play. I'm gonna smash some of these regular chicks in Colombia. Ain't no way in the world I'm just going to brothels. I'm just going to the strip club, and I didn't touch nobody under no clock towers or in Parque Yeras. So ain't nobody got no records on that either. But you guys are pretend, man. You ain't for real. You pretend. You be posting stuff, and hey, check it, guys. Do they not be so proud? Do the guys that's 100% pay for play? Do they not be so proud when they post their pictures? They post their pictures in the group, and it's almost like they post their pictures and stand back. Yeah, watch how these dudes react to this fine one. Yeah. Look at them 3 dudes. 3 dudes already gave me a heart, and I got a thumbs up. Oh yeah. Dude, and when you standing next to it, do you think we not know that you paid for it? Dudes that have smashed pay for play, we recognize pay for play. I don't know why y'all try to pretend like your pay for play girl, we don't recognize the difference between a pay for play and a real girl. Like, we ain't been there before. Dudes be having me rolling like as if we have never seen a pay for play in our life. Therefore, you can pull the wool over our eyes because we wouldn't recognize if she was real or if she was fake. Remember back in the day when they had the cassettes? Some of you guys ain't older than that, old enough to remember when they had the cassettes, the Memorex cassettes, and they said, is it live or is it Memorex? And then they would have a singer that would have a great voice. Like they would have like the Patti LaBelle voices or opera singers that would have these great voices on the commercial. And the question was, is it live or is it Memorex cassette? You guys, only us old heads remember that commercial. Some of you dudes don't realize we can tell the difference between if she fake or if she real in your photo. So don't sit back and be trying to flex and floss and look at my receipts and this is what I got. And we all looking at the photo like, this fool must think we stupid. This fool must think we stupid. That's a pay for play. Hey, some of y'all need to just go ahead and get you a Medellin mannequin. I said it. Some of you might as well go ahead and get, you know how they got the fake dolls that you can be intimate with? Some of you might as well get a Medellin mannequin because that's how much fake we know that your woman actually is that you're trying to showcase in all these countries around the world. We know that your woman paid for play. So go ahead and admit it. Go ahead and say, look, this is what I purchased. Because if it was me, I kid you not. If I was posting pay for play women, you would know it. I ain't soft like that. Yeah, look what I just purchased. Look at what I got for breakfast. She full of 8 essential vitamins and minerals, part of a complete breakfast. No meat byproducts, no artificial coloring or flavoring. I'm telling, listen, if I'm in the pay for play world, I'm telling this is what I do and I do it well. I'm bragging on my pay for play. If this was me, you would never see me put photos up there and be faking as if I really pulled her and her girlfriend at the same dang time. Okay, 2 Chainz. You will never see that about Dre. You will never hear me faking. I'll straight up tell you, yeah, I purchased this. This is what my money. I work hard for my money. I brought my money to South America and I'm buying all of it. If they selling it, I'm buying it. But I ain't gonna sit up here and fake photos and pretend like I just walked into the club and because I'm an American man, I just pulled 7 into my bedroom. As if y'all supposed to be stupid enough to believe it too. That's the other part. I didn't just post a photo of me laying in the bed with 7 women. I posted it hoping that you were stupid enough to also believe that I just pulled 7 women at the same time in the club with no payment. Okay. In the words of my mother, you must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. You must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. To actually think that I don't know that you just purchased those. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but stop faking the funk. Old school. Okay, he said Rockabye Shady, Straighty, in the cab, yeah, in the cab ride, when her mouth blows, your eyes will roll up. Okay, you got me with that one, Artie Will, but I think I know where you were heading with it. I'm gonna go back to the comments up top, guys, in a second. I'm gonna just make sure I get to the super chats. Super chats in the building. Reese is in the building. He said, sad thing is that guys try to hide it. Thank you. Be a man about yours. I know that's what I mean that from the bottom. I'm not talking just because I'm married and y'all just think, well, you married, you talking like that. Bruh, I ain't built like that. I'm 100% real. If I'm smashing pay for plays, everybody gonna know it. Ain't gonna be no faking the funk. If I'm smashing regular chicks, I'm smashing regular chicks. But you will never see me post a photo ever. I don't put my business out there. But if I did, you guys will know. First of all, I believe sharing is caring. I'm like Snoop Dogg. You know, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. See, that's Dre. I'm still a believer in whole facts. See, the art of whole facts has died. Remember, guys, remember when we first started these travel groups and to do what you could post your pay for play and say, hey, guys, she's a good woman. She's on the grid her money out here. She's got an education. She can show you around Medellin. And how much is she, Dre? She's blah, 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 blah amount. Do you want to work with her? I can show you your Instagram. Man, when I first started traveling down here and dudes first started doing the WhatsApp groups, that's how guys used to talk and work with each other. That's what made it so safe to mess with women in Medellin or mess with women in Cartagena, because dudes was giving whole facts. If the sex was good, was she safe? Did you not have to worry about her, scoping you? Dudes was giving out whole facts. Just like the Carfax, dudes was giving out whole facts. And so it was cool because dudes wasn't falling in love with pay for play. As soon as you dudes started falling in love because you made your toes curl and she sucked you from the back, the whole game changed. Dudes stopped putting in whole facts. Dudes stop warning each other. Don't mess with her, but you can mess with her. All that shut down. It became every man for yourself about 4 years ago. It became every man for yourself. Wasn't nobody looking out for each other. Dudes start getting jealous when it came to, oh, she told me y'all try to hit her up in her DMs. She's a pay for play, dog. What you think we supposed to do in her DMs? We supposed to hit her up. You smashed her. I smashed her. We used to sit back and dudes. I even respected dudes that be like, I got all these pros, but this my main one. And I used to say, she ain't your main once you get on that plane. Long as you ain't on that plane, she'll play the main, give you girlfriend experience. But I used to say, how you gonna have all pros and then say, well, this is my main? So we went through that stage. Some of you guys went around for that stage. So everywhere dudes were saying, this is my main, this is my main. About 3 years ago, this is my main, this is my main. Everybody had a main. They had all their party girls, but this is my main one. And then, dude, like I said, dudes just were like, F everybody. I'm in love with a pro. I'm in love with a stripper. Y'all was like T-Pain, in love with strippers. And if somebody dare to holler at your pro behind your back, some of you dudes have been in DR and heard about other dudes in Sasua ready to bust heads with each other, ready to no homo, ready to knock each other out in the name of a pro. A dude that might be from Brooklyn and a dude from Texas, and they both come across the same pro. And the dude from Brooklyn was in love with the pro, and now he want to fight the dude for Texas over a pay for play. That's the new generation. That's the new dudes. Man, y'all effing it up bad, bruh. Man, I know some of you dudes that the original pay for play dudes, I know y'all missed the good old days. And the good old days were just 5 years ago. I know y'all missed the good old days when men were looking out for each other. No matter what race, you can sit back and get whole facts from the white dude. You can get whole facts from the Asian dude. You get whole facts from the black dude. Everybody was looking out for each other. And it was very little times when dudes was talking about, hey, you heard about so-and-so? He got drugged. It was and then when it did happen, it usually was like somebody that was way out there. Like they came to Colombia by themselves, didn't know anybody in any WhatsApp groups. So what ended up happening is he got because he was off the beaten path. He didn't know any better. But it was never our dudes getting got. Not dudes in our groups, dudes that we knew. Wasn't no articles out there about us. And as soon as you do, stop giving out whole facts. And as soon as y'all start falling in love with pay for plays, all hell broke loose. And these gang leaders in Colombia and all these underground dudes that keep sicking these women on y'all, if you are stupid enough to believe that these women aren't being sicked on you like pit bulls, you crazy. I want to say this again. When it comes to pay for play in Colombia, you didn't stumble across her. That fishing line was already out there waiting for you to get off that plane. Don't never think, look at what I came across. Look at what I found. No, bro, you were already set up the moment before you even walked into that club. The moment before you even got up under that clock tower, before you even heard about Sasua, you were already set up. If you could look, you know how Bill Belichick, if you know about football in the Indianapolis Colts, I mean, not Indianapolis Colts, but the New England Patriots coach, he has that coaching tree of all these coaches that became coaches underneath his tree, right? If you could put your pay-for-play girlfriend right here and see how many thugs and gang leaders and their gang girlfriends are up under and training your pay-for-play chick to get you, showing them every step that Americans make and foreigners make. If you could see the tree of training that she had, like she been at the top of the Shaolin Temple, and she's learning all the moves, and she like the Karate Kid. If you know all the training, that little innocent looking pay-for-play chick that you dealing with these days, man, you be afraid for your life. I live here. I see what these dudes do. They train these women and they sick them on you. These women, they just, well, my girlfriend is paid for play, and so I thought I'd make a couple of dollars. I hope that they like me. No, don't be fooled, bro. Ain't none of these chicks that's paid for play innocent. They have been trained before they even hit the streets. They've been trained. This how foreigners think. This is what foreigners want. They want that they want that girlfriend experience. This is what I need y'all to do. Then when it comes to drugging you dudes, like I said this a couple years ago, the real money is not when you conscious. I'm gonna let you say this, let that sink in. For a pay-for-play woman, the real money is not when you are conscious. The real money is when they scope you and you are unconscious. That little 300,000, 400,000 pesos that you give her when you conscious, that ain't nothing compared to her getting your computer, your bank account, all your credit cards, your passport is for sale, that cell phone that you got, both of your cell phones that you always stupid enough to come to another country with two cell phones, both of those cell phones are for sale. Anything that's yours, your chains that you thought you go wear, your little Jordan shoe collection that you brought down to Colombia, all three, those pairs are gone. The game is no longer, girl, get as much money as you can for him for your coochie. In other words, why the brother is awake. The real money now in South America, how much can you get from him if you get him unconscious? That's the real money in South America. You know that your computer, just your computer, is worth more than the 300,000 pesos that you just pay her for the intimacy. You know your cell phone, that new iPhone 19, 32, 64, whatever whatever iPhone they on right now, 14, is worth more than the 200,000 pesos you pay her for the sex. And she knows it too. And that's why soon as she gets you scoped, now it's time to make the real money. And that's what they're trained to do. That's why I brought that up. That's what they're trained to do. To go for the unconscious money. F getting that money on your back, girl. Let's get this fool knocked out and we can get all the money in his bank accounts, all the money through his credit cards. We could get so much for his two computers. Why do y'all bring computers to Colombia? And half of y'all don't even work online? I don't get that one. Get all the money for his computers. We could sell his passport. We see it in the movies all the time where somebody's trying to escape a country and then they take a real passport and change the name and the photo on the front and give it to the person that's trying to escape the country and sell it to them. We've seen it. We've seen it in the movies. So don't think that people ain't buying and selling your pass. Some of you dudes, your passport has been gone and it's been bought and sold 3 times around the world. The real money is when they make you get unconscious, bruh. That little conscious, that little chump change that you giving them women now for 300,000 for their coochie and 400,000 pesos for their coochie. That's trash money. She ain't even think about that sex. She ain't think about that little 200,000, 300,000 you gave her for a pocket. No, bruh. She plotting for the real bank. Your credit cards. Your passport, your cell phones. You better start realizing what's going on. Why did I bring all that up? Why, Dre? Why are you talking about that? And I'm gonna go hit these super chats in a second too. It's time for you dudes. If y'all gonna be paid for play, it's time for you dudes to start going back to the whole facts. A, B, stop being so envious and jealous of each other. If you don't let her go ahead and get some head to the next man, because no matter what you think, just because you fell in love with a pay for play, she gonna keep paying for play. You can send her money from the States. I know dudes that be sending $1,500 every month from the States to so-called keep her off the streets, and she giving head to another dude getting off the plane 3 days later. But you steady sending money every month, if not every other month. Western Union, poppy mother. So at the end of the day, it's time for dudes to start looking out for dudes again. That's what my point is, because these ladies ain't gonna do it. These paper plays, if you in that world, these ladies are not trained to look out for you. They're trained to look out for themselves and the rest of their gang. Notice I said that word on purpose. I didn't say that word for nothing. We're used to in the States, Bloods, Crips, Blackstone Rangers, El Rukians, the whole thing. We're used to that, right? So we think that the only thing that's down here in Colombia are the dealers, right? Because that's what Colombia is famous for. They have just as many gangs here. It's a lot of that graffiti that you see on the walls. Gang members. I'm not talking about the artist graffiti. I'm talking about some of those little design circle with a line through it sideways. We just ride past it like it's nothing. In Colombia, that showcases this gang's territory. I've learned that down here. And all the women that's in part of this territory belong to that gang. And those women have been trained to get you. And you want to fight your fellow passport brother over a piece of. What type of move is that? What type of trick move is that? You want to fight a fellow passport brother in Sosua. You want to If you could just put a baseball bat to the back of the skull of one of your fellow passport brothers in Cartagena, you want to sit up there and smash a bottle in the club and say, come on, let's go, to one of your fellow passport brothers in Medellin over a piece of. Is this what we doing now? Is this what we doing now? Are we acting like we ain't never had sex, never, no, never? And that's why women in the United States talk about us so bad, because we act so dang grimy over a piece of sex. Y'all love y'all some beautiful bottom feeders. Love them. But let a female that got a job and she got some sense in her head and she got a real career. And I'm not talking about them chicks that got a real job, but yet they pay for play at night. I'm talking about the other 90% of women in all these other countries that you never talk to. Never giving them a chance. Some of y'all will walk past a woman that's a doctor in Colombia just so you can get to the female that's pay for play down the street. And the woman that's a doctor was looking at you with them come here, get my number eyes. And you wonder why dudes like me don't with you. Man, please. Even if I was in pay for play world, I'm gonna put it like this before we go to the topic. I'm gonna go to the super chats and scroll down the comments. Let's say I was single and I was in the pay for play world. I'm gonna tell you how Andre think about the modern passport bro and pay for play. There is no way in hell I would with you. If I was in the pay for play world, I wouldn't trust you. You wouldn't be my boy. I wouldn't hang around you. I wouldn't deal with some of you dudes. Not all you dudes, but some of you dudes. And some of you dudes in this live stream, you know you a dirty mother. You know who you are. You know can't nobody trust you, even with a pro. I can't trust you with a pro. I can't trust you to not fall in love with a pro. A pro? We talking practice? Practice? You ain't about to fight me over no regular girl. No, that I done snuck behind your back and try to holler at your girl. No, we ain't fighting over that. We about to fight over a mother pro? So this new generation, if I was out there being single, I still would be Andre and I wouldn't tell y'all because I don't trust you. You talk too much and you don't trust your fellow brother enough. And I mean that for the bottom of my heart. If I was out there single, I wouldn't. A lot of you dudes, I would be down for. I give you my last dime to get you back home. But some of you dudes, y'all some dirty mother, and I don't trust you, and I wouldn't with you if I was single. Believe that one. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all some dirty mother. This dude said Medellin mannequins. They do. Some of these dudes, man, need to just go ahead, stop pretending, because all these pay for plays ain't nothing but mannequins of real women. I'll say that again. Pay for play women ain't nothing but mannequins of real women, the way that y'all showcase them. I'll repeat that. It ain't the women that's the problem when it comes to showcasing. Is you showcasing them as if they're real regular women, and you know that they ain't nothing but the mannequin of real women. Because that's what a mannequin is. A mannequin is the fake version of a human being. Your pay for play posts that you always posting in WhatsApp and on Facebook and on Instagram ain't nothing but the mannequin of the real women in Medellin, the real women in DR, the real women in Colombia, the real women in Thailand, Japan, Brazil. Your women ain't nothing but as mannequins. That's it. And so stop pretending like I'm just tired of the fact that dudes be posting stuff and we supposed to be brothers that's stupid. Look at what I got, dog. Look at what I got. This is me. This is my work. Yeah, this is what I pull. If you ain't got tens, you can't even get in. This is what I do. So we ain't supposed to think that you pulled that and paid for that. We that stupid. And then y'all be dumb enough to go into the comment section like, oh man, he got dimes. Oh, you killing it, dog. Oh, so you for president, man. You should be king. And then you know my big mouth. I go in there in the comment section. I be like, I call BS on all you. And I say just like, ask anybody that's been in a group on Facebook with me. I'm quick to say I call BS on all y'all. I put all y'all in capital letters. I call BS on all y'all. How much was she, bro? Now, how much was them? All three of them? You just pulled them. You just walked into a club and you pulled them in Colombia. Okay. And I'm supposed to be Boo Boo the Fool. I'm supposed to be Tom Tucker, that dumb mother, right? And I live here and I know how women move. But I'm supposed to play stupid play along while you showing me a mannequin. Out of here. What's up, Yuri? yeah, they'd be fine. Hey, as a man, let me go back to what Yuri said, because that's true. They be bad though. I ain't gonna even. Hey, some of you dudes be posting some niceys. I'm just saying, don't lie about what you pulled and how you pulled it. Be a man about yours. Some of y'all be with some fine ones. I ain't gonna even lie. Even I be looking like, even Andrea. I could be sitting up there and a picture pop up and Andrea be like, ooh, she look good. So don't get it twisted. Some of y'all be pulling some nicey. And as a man, I'll be like, man, he fine. Man, look at her hips. Ooh, look at her waist. Look at them lips. Ooh, look at them eyes. I'm a man. So I ain't gonna sit up there and pretend like I don't notice in my manhood that the mannequins do be fine. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying, stop pretending like they ain't mannequins, bruh. If you got a fake woman, you got a fake woman. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You got a pretend woman that you try to pretend that she's your girlfriend. She a mannequin, bruh. Shout out to Jamon for the super chat. He said cold root beer, E&J, watching the Jags get smashed. Man, let's not even talk about football. I'm so mad at my Raiders. I'm so mad with them dudes. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you very much. D in the building. All right. I was waiting on that statement. Tom Tucker. Yeah, my mother used to say that to me. My mother would look me straight in the face, because my mother used to hang out back in the day in the 70s and 80s. A lot of her friends were like the pimps, the players, the musicians and stuff like that, right? And so she would always have all these little player sayings. And so, you come home and you done lied about doing your homework, right? You done lied about doing your homework. And my mother would look me straight in the face. You must think I'm Tom Tucker. And she had a belt in her hand ready. I got a spanking coming. And she would ask me to tell the truth. Andre, tell the truth. You ain't gonna get no spanking. But she's saying that with a big belt in her hand. Like if she was just standing there without a weapon, maybe I would have been telling the truth at 14 years old. But not 14, because that's too old to be getting spanking, but maybe like 11 years old, 9 years old. But Mom, you got a big belt in your hand. Do you really want to hear the truth of me not doing my homework? And so I would lie. No, and I would know she knew the truth. And my mother would be sitting up there and she would just say, you must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. And that's when the butt whooping would start. And so, yeah. Shout out to my mom. God rest her. Beautiful lady. Okay. He says, whoever is in the chat, this is more than likely not a passport brother. So you could chill on the comments. Oh, yeah. Y'all, you know I'm about to come into the comment section. Y'all thought y'all was going to get away and just sit back, relax, and I wasn't going to hit the comment section? Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to have some fun. So if you want to run up at the mouth in the comment section, cool. I got you. And I'm going to tell you why I got you. Because some of you brothers can't relate to what I'm saying because you weren't around for what I'm talking about. Some of you brothers wasn't around when dudes was giving out whole facts and we was looking out for each other when it came to pay for play, and very little dudes was ever getting drugged or robbed. You wasn't around for that time. This is like some of you dudes weren't around for the beginning of hip hop, so you can't relate to KRS Ones. You can't relate to Poor Righteous Teachers. You can't relate to X Clan. You wasn't around for no X Clan. And so it is with some of you dudes. So some of you dudes in the comment section, if y'all got something grimy to say, I understand. I understand. If you wasn't around for something, you wouldn't know. So you think I'm just talking junk or I'm coming at you. But I'm telling you, I saw it evolve over the last 6 years. And unless you dudes that on the pay for play world get back on track and start watching each other's backs, it's gonna be more dudes going home in body bags. The best thing the best thing for Colombian gangs was when you dudes stopped looking out for each other's backs. That was the best thing that ever happened to them. The worst thing that ever happened to expats and dudes that were traveling to Colombia and other countries, we stopped looking out for each other's backs. We start complaining about and at each other. And until we start looking out for each other for real, I promise you dudes, it's going to get worse. You think 2022 had a lot of bodies in Colombia? Wait until 2023 really starts to unfold, because we are not looking out for each other's backs. And that's what the problem is. Goodness gracious. Mama, I don't want to see that man no more. Goodness gracious, boy. Chargers killing him. Thanks for the score. He said, first of all, I'm a woman. Of course, D. Oh, you talking to Khalil. See, if I see a at sign, that means that you guys were talking to somebody else. So I'll step out of the conversation. She will set you up. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Charles Jordan. To see Jordan in the building. Like I said, shout out to Bruce Reigns, my man. All right, hit that like button. Thank you very much. Hit that super. Yeah, get them super chats up, boy. Y'all don't look up for my man Kings. If we gonna take over somebody's channel, we got to at least look out for them. Super chat it if you're going to throw. If super chat it if you're going to throw insults. Arda will. Yeah. Seriously, if you're gonna throw some insults, at least throw it with a super chat behind it, where we can share it and analyze it. What did they do to QB Will? I don't know. You got the wrong dude. I wouldn't know what that is. All right. If you guys are interested in being some of you guys are, some of you guys aren't. Love Crossing Borders. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, Gail. Make sure you subscribe to our brother also. Speak Espanol now. Oh, I'm dipping in the conversation again. Men can pay for play. Just stop telling everyone your business. I've been had clients coming to call since 2000. D, I already know, man. Listen, y'all might cry about what D got to say about passport brothers and dudes coming to Colombia, but one of the reasons why she said what she said, because there's too many of us that's coming down here getting caught up on effery. And I'm telling you, and I've seen it too many times. The first person that y'all want to come cry to and pull your little and hope that she pull her cape out and sprinkle some magic dust to save your is D. I've seen too many dudes that didn't know a lick of Spanish when it came to negotiations and what was going on with the situation. And the people that were talking didn't know any English. And the first thing come to your mind is, who do I know that? Who do I know that know English and Spanish? And you'll run to D. I've seen it plenty of times. So when D sat up there and had something to say, every dude should have just shut their mouth and let her rant. because I've seen exactly what she's talking about. I've seen it plenty of times. Dudes coming down here, you'll get caught up. You ain't got you don't need nobody that speaks Spanish to help you. You need somebody that can speak Spanish and English to help you. And the only person that y'all know, let me hit my girl up on Instagram when you get in trouble. But any other time, please, you want to be on effery. So don't be mad. Don't be mad. Suck it up, bro. Suck it up. Okay, I'm being nosy. Let me scroll down. I'm gonna scroll back up in a second, guys, to the comment section too. All right, well, oh good. Okay, I'm dipping again. Yeah, Tobias already told his story about the situation. He said, I got lucky. I live to tell the tale. You know, I'm with you, brother. All right, I'm scrolling down. Like I said, I'm not trying to dip into anybody's conversation. If you guys are conversing, if I see a hashtag, I am not going to click it because I know you guys are talking. Hoover Avenue, LA was a hot spot for fake pass. Ooh, wow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thanks, Will. I'm not some soft ish, but I get focused. We out here bigging up Dre, Kings and Dreams, but I'm about that life. You know, I'm dipping in the conversation because I don't know what Bruce is talking about. But shout out to Bruce. He said, I get it. DMR are the letters of his name. All right, in the building. Okay, I'm scrolling down, guys. I'm trying not to dip. Speak Spanish now. I just want, okay, that's somebody else's conversation. See, when you guys are talking to each other, I try not to dip in conversations. These are facts, Dre. Artie Will says some Pookies still gangbang overseas, especially. I think that's one of the craziest things. Wow, I didn't know that the GD was over yet. I should have known because I watched some of the documentaries and some of these gangs in the states are global. Who are these Pookies? Okay, yeah. Jermaine in the building. That West Coast stuff all day, every day. The lying through a name is the ultimate disrespect. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. There are some good dudes out here, but yeah, there are some weak dudes out here, man. I kid you not, man. And us and this what I don't like. I don't like when weak dudes try to hide in the midst of us good dudes. You see what I'm saying? That's probably pissed me off the most. If you a lame, be what you are. I'm who I am. Ain't no sugarcoating who I am. There are some circles that I walk in, and there are circles I don't mess with. That's why when you guys see, you say, and whenever you hear me say, I don't go on the east side of Cali. Gorgeous black sisters, some of the most beautiful sisters that you have ever seen on the east side of Cali. But when it comes along with it, that zone 1, zone 2, oh, nah, bruh. Nah, you will never see Andre going on the east side. I would drive drive through the east side. But you would not say, I don't go into areas that it just ain't me. So it is when it comes to coming to Colombia. If you a grimy dude in the States, stop trying to hide among us good dudes. Stop trying to infiltrate into us good dudes under the auspices. I got a passport. You got a passport. Therefore, that makes me a passport, bro. No, bruh. When this passport bro started in 2014, I think it was a brother in Costa Rica who came up with the term in 2014. It was a moniker of brothers that go to other countries respectfully and enjoy the newness of life outside of our home countries. Now, fast forward 2021, 2020, 2022, 3. These new version of Passport Bros, please. I would easily say there are a lot of Passport Bros that I wouldn't deal with. And I love the fact that we have this moniker of brothers called the Passport Bros. But I don't, and Blue Book Gentlemen, but I don't mess with everybody. And I hope that you brothers who's listening to me, you don't F with everybody. I mean that. Don't mess with everybody. If I was grimy, if I was dirty, don't mess with me. Don't mess with Dre if I'm grimy like that. And some of you dudes in the comments, you pissed off because I call you on you are grimy. You a dirty mother, and you know that you are. You know can't nobody in the States trust you. You know your mama can't trust you, your friends, your brother, aunties, and you just so happen to get a passport. And you get on a plane with some of us really good, cool brothers, and you the clown that get in arguments and fights with dudes because you hide among us good brothers that really come to these countries to have fun or get away from home or get away from the stress of our jobs, or some just get away from the stress of their families, or some dudes just looking for a new life in a new location. So your grimy will come in our groups instead of taking your little happy over to the other side. You'll come and hide among us in the name of Passport Bro. See, I got a passport too. I'm a Passport Bro, and we know at the end of the day, you just a dirty mother for real. And that's why I don't mess with everybody that just claim that they're a Passport Bro. I don't mess with everybody that claim just because you say you got and I don't know how you act at home. Some of you dudes, y'all go to other countries, but you just beat 3 domestic violence cases in the States. You think I want to be around a dude that just got a rap sheet from your ex-girlfriend and you got 3 restraining orders, but you want to hide among us Passport brothers. And then you want to go in the comment when somebody call you on you want to go in the comment sections and be who you are. If you grimy, be that. Because no matter if I was single or if I'm married, you will never see Andre Heat being fake. Never. Any of you dudes that came down here know that I talk like this in real life. I act like this in real life. I'll sit back and I say, hey, I drop you off, but I ain't going on that side of town. Or I'll warn you about something. Why? Because I'm a lookout artist and I look out for my brothers and sisters. But the rest of you dudes that try to hide among us good men, that try to pretend like you us, but you ain't real, we know you there. Don't think we don't know your shiesty tail ain't there. Don't never think that we don't recognize that you right there among us and you ain't just because you got a passport. Get the f out of here. Make sure you subscribe to my brother's channel, Love, Purpose, and Passports. Good man, married in DR. Great wife, love her sense of humor. She has such a ladylike demeanor. Really like that couple. Really good couple. Brothers fight over public properties. Yeah. They will, man, dudes be up in some of these cities fighting. You're supposed to be on vacation. You fighting another man over a pro. I saw her first. What? Man, y'all, what some of these brothers, man? Most of us are some good dudes, but there's some lames among us, brother. There's some lames among us. Don't abbreviate, my guy. Okay, I'm okay. Is my Spanish that bad? Speak Spanish now. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. He said Belize used to be a hot spot for. I didn't know that. Wow, you guys are teaching me some things today. Wow. All right, somebody else is conversing. King said, "Get him over 50." Click that like button. He said, "No, let's talk about it." Yeah. He said, "I'm personally beside myself that people outside of our culture think that they have the nerve to speak on our culture." Hey, sexy boo. How's your day? All right. Hey, babe. I'm going to warn you now because I know you. That chili is hot.
What chili?
The chili I got in. What you been drinking?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
No. Nothing.
It's hot, babe.
Oh, yeah.
See, I told you. Like spicy hot. You know, I made my chili today and it's hot, like Texas hot. And Andre doesn't like spicy or hot foods. So I know her. She'll go in the kitchen and she'll get a spoonful, like, oh, what is this? It smells good. And soon as she puts a mouthful in and she looking like a dragon off of House of Dragons with Game of Thrones. So I had to warn her. Okay, but yeah, he said, speak. No. When it comes to, and I may be dipping, let me know if I'm dipping. But when it comes to the environment of passports and travel, there is no cultural thing. There is no us thing because passport bros come from every walk of life. And the other thing is, if y'all want to be technical about it, just about every culture is from Africa. Okay. Everybody really technically, they could cry about white power. White boy, your ancestors from Africa. Stop it. If you go all the way back. You know, so we gotta stop that. Can't nobody speak on this, can't nobody speak on that. We grown men. Listen, guys, can I tell y'all something? And I'm for real. Some of y'all only got 40 more years on this planet. Stop wasting it on that stuff they taught us to waste it on. You know, in your 40 years, I think when the lights went out, but you know, in your 40 years, ain't nothing gonna change. Racism in the world gonna still be there. People ain't gonna like people. So what you gonna do with this last 40 years? You gonna cry or you gonna enjoy these last 40 years? Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't fight for rights, fight for policies, fight for equality, things like that. I'm not talking about that. What I'm saying is like little statements like that, and let Will talk. Let other dudes from other cultures talk. We talk about their culture. We always got something to say about Asian brothers. Most of us don't even know too many Asian brothers, but we always got something to say about them. Latin brothers. We say something about Latin brothers and Latin sisters. Some of y'all, if y'all didn't have a passport, you would know any Latin people. I got 30 more years left on this planet. I am not about to sit up there and waste them trying to showcase what Americans have programmed me to think about. That's just Andre 2 cents. Y'all could do it y'all way, but as for Andre, I ain't got time for it. A lot of stuff that I used to be all gun-ho about, like I say, about policies and equality and fairness, I'm with it 100%. Let's fight for that. But the little everyday minute things, man, let that brother talk, man. Let everybody say what they got to say. That's why we're in these groups, because we want to hear from everybody. Shout out to Will in the building. My man. Yeah, share the video, share the link so others could come in. We got 37 in the building. Shout out to Will, my man. And the people in the chat that allow people outside the culture. See, y'all need to let that one go, man. Let that one go. Take that somewhere else. That's some stateside stuff that they taught us. Once you cross the border, you need everybody. I need my white passport bros just like I need my black passport bros. I need my Latin passport bros just like I need East Indian passport bros. All of us bringing some type of knowledge to the table. Now, if y'all talking like y'all talk in the United States because you still in the United States, y'all have that outside of this platform. Since I'm outside the United States, I'm talking to dudes that travel outside the United States. And technically, I don't give a about what's taking place in the United States with the little things. So if you don't feel comfortable with somebody talk about our culture, different culture, it's not fair. That's some US bull. They taught us to think like that. Because let's say the person didn't say nothing about our culture. Is that going to change police brutality? If another person from another culture tonight stop talking like they do, is that going to change inequality of hiring of blacks or minorities in the community? What about if he doesn't say, anybody other than black doesn't say anything for the rest of the night about our issues? Is that going to make housing fairness all of a sudden take place this week? No? Then let people talk. Let's hear what, that's the problem with Americans. We never want to hear the perspective of what other people notice. Some people may notice something about you because they have a bird's eye view, especially if they're not trying to insult you. Let a person talk. Now, if they're trying to insult you and put you down, that's another thing. But if they're seeing something that you don't notice about self, and they're black people, I'm going to tell you something, black people, we don't know everything about being black. We have the black experience, but there are people that look outside of us and say, hey, Andre, you might not want to do this, that, and this, that I never noticed that I was doing. That's what makes the world go round. The fact that we all notice and see things about each other, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we can give insight about each other around the world. But if we sit back and say the only person that can talk about me are people that look like me, that's some old bullshit. Because I done learned just as much stuff from white boys about Andre as I've learned from brothers about Andre. So that's some old bullshit. I called it. That's why I be in the Facebook groups. Be like, I call BS on all y'all. Yeah, we can't be like that. Like I said, I'm not about to waste my last. Do you know how fast 30 years? Some of you dudes are like 32 years old, right? 35, 41. You were 10 years old yesterday. That's how it feels, doesn't it? I got 30 years left on this planet with good health, and I do the right thing. You think I'm gonna waste my last 30 years giving up about what somebody say about a small, minute topic regarding our culture? Unless they got powers for policies, I don't give a what somebody say in black groups or white groups or gray groups. But y'all, because America programmed y'all to care about every little thing and be sensitive about every little thing, y'all go have fun with that with your last 40 or last 30 years. But as for Andre, I ain't gonna waste my last 40 years, my last 30 years worrying about every little minute thing that somebody says in and out of our culture. Y'all can have that one. I left United. That's one of the reasons why I left the States, because I got tired. I got tired of that for real. Y'all don't realize how tiring that shit is. Day in, day out, black people whining about not about the major things. Like I said, I'm down for the car. I'm the first one to pick a sign. And you think I got a big mouth on YouTube? You should have saw me on the corner of Hillsboro in Tampa, right there with a bullhorn on Saturday mornings. Police cars riding by. And I'm speaking for the people. You think I got a big mouth now? Give me a bullhorn and put me in the city. I ain't shy. Y'all got the wrong brother. So when it comes to our people and rights, I'm the first one in the front line. I done been in so many city council meetings. I done sat down with so many senators. So while y'all sit up there crying about some dude saying something about, sit down with some senators and then talk to us. Go and at least, you ain't even got to carry the picket sign. Just hammer my picket sign so I can carry the sign for our community. But if you ain't really doing nothing like that, stop crying about the minute things that don't mean nothing. Like this, like somebody that's outside of our community talk about our issues. Man, y'all need to let that go for real. That's for real, for real. And like I said, if you don't agree with me, cool. I'm just giving you from Andre's perspective. From an older dude that's 56 this year, all that y'all be crying about, it ain't worth it, dog. I'm telling you, when you get my age, I said I said the old man word or phrase. I never said it in my life. When you get my age, that's my first time ever saying that. But when you get this stage of life, is that better? You'll catch what I'm saying. Andre got a Quest shirt, a Quest shirt on. Yeah, that's for real. My Colombian brand. Yeah, representing Quest. Yeah, man, I like Quest polo shirts. Shout out to Quest. That's one of the top brands here in Colombia for men shirts. Yep. Okay, shout out to Gail. Hit that like button. Share, hit that like button. And also make sure that you guys click that bell, that notification bell, so whenever Kings and Dreams comes on, because some of you guys have subscribed, but you haven't clicked that notification bell. Click the notification bell to notify, so you'll be notified whenever Kings and Dreams has a live stream. Shout out to you guys for doing that. Bruce. Shout out to you, Bruce Rain. Yeah. Kid, you're not. I was sitting there today when I was doing the interview with the older gentleman, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, 37 years married to a woman from Colombia. So let's get to the topic. Will says, do y'all share me this live? Or share me this live. Share this live with family and friends and folks. Oh, share the live. Yeah. I have an idea for a collab. Gonna hit you soon. Oh, I'm dipping the conversation. My bad. And I wasn't coming at you. Speak Spanish now. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. I wasn't coming at you, but I'm just saying, as just realizing, man. I'm like, man, life is getting too short for some of these things that we battle over. Okay. Oh Lord. You said, oh Lord, them butt. Oh, the butt whoopings. Yeah, boy. My mama used to be on a brother. You must think I'm Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. Yep. Oh, you can find them. You can find me on Google Maps as well as Tours by D. Yep. Make sure you guys check D out, Tours by D. She gives excellent tours and excellent advice and excellent consultations. And she is a really, really good Spanish speaker. Not Spanish speaker only, but a Spanish teacher as well. So guys, definitely reach out to her if you try to get your Spanish game up. And this is the cool part about D. She can give you the Colombian slang words as well as your formal Spanish. So that's the cool part about learning from D, because she got the breakdown. Schoolies travelers, hit that share button. So I'm dipping right there. Let's get to the topic, guys. I could be writing to these comments all night long. And for all you guys that I missed your comments, that joke didn't come across as it would have in oh, okay, my bad. I love Asian women. Dude, I already told Andrea, if I wasn't here, Colombia, I'd be in Japan with something tall and probably pale. Because you know how Japanese women like, I don't want no tan. So, but yeah. My second girlfriend was Asian. First girlfriend was white. Second girlfriend was Asian. Third girlfriend was black. The sisters didn't get to a brother till three girlfriends deep. But they didn't disappoint. Long live the sisters. I listen to Afro and French and soca and campo music. I'm going to check that. Let me write that down. Whatever you got. See, that's the other thing I love about you guys when it comes to passports, because you guys teach me so much about what's going on in other parts of the world, just even with music and foods. So I appreciate that about you, brothers. D says, hit that like button and the super chats. Thank you very much. 10-4. Yeah, support Kings. In my hood, you don't speak on what you aren't a part of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said the first part, everything else was moot. In my hood, this broadcast, it ain't your hood. It's about us passport guys that experiencing things around the world. It ain't. It is not. I would be wrong. I would be wrong to talk about East Side Detroit, East Side Cleveland in all of our broadcasts, and you guys like, what is this guy talking about Cleveland for? Over and over again because that's his hood. You're right. In your hood, you're correct. In your hood. And I don't need to read the rest because you're absolutely correct. In the hood of America, what they taught us is whatever is after that. But this broadcast has nothing to do with things in America. If anything, this broadcast is to help us forget about our hoods. It's to talk about something other than our hoods. So I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not coming at you. But I'm dipping. I hate the crap. I hate that crap too. Keep weak dudes away from me. Yeah, certain dudes. I don't. He said, if you're not black, let's talk about your opinions. That's what I'm saying. It could be. Like I said, I'm just, guys are like, stay in your lane, blah blah blah. Dudes, oh, y'all gonna realize someday that some of this stuff that they taught us to be aggressive about, it ain't worth the fight. The stuff that's worth the fight the good fight. But the stuff that's not worth it, it ain't worth it, bro. All skin folks and kin folks. Pastor, if you don't preach, D, Pastor D, if you don't preach, all skin folks and kin folks. I told y'all that. I've been saying that the whole night. Everybody with a passport, that's a passport bro, ain't your bro. There are brothers that wear the moniker, I'm a passport brother, and will cut you and do you dirty behind your back in a New York minute. If y'all think I trust everybody that got my skin color just because they got my skin color, you must think I'm Tom Tucker that you already know the rest. You don't get no pass with me just because you black. Them days gone, been gone. You might get with me at this stage of life, you might get respect because we all been through the struggles of life together because of who we are or our creative juices in which we create most of the music and most of the rhythm that the world moves by, and most of the clothing brands and most of the foods are by way of us. You'll get that connection and appreciation for family and cultures and religions. You'll get that part from me. Other than that, just because you black, I ain't gonna trust your grimy. Some of the grimiest dudes I know got the same complexion I got. And it'd be a white boy that ain't got nothing to do with me with the most hillbilly accent sometime that will watch my back faster than some brothers that got the same skin. I don't trust you because you black. I wish them days been gone with Dre. Been gone. And if you one of them dudes that think that you can just have a conversation and kumbaya with every brother or sister that comes along, please, you really doing it wrong. You really doing it bass backwards. I'm not stuck on that color thing. Not in the sense of you get a pass with me. I focus on and I appreciate the history and the culture and our ancestry and what we do together as a unit, and all the stuff that we overcame. That's my love for us as a culture on a global scale. But giving you a pass because we got the same culture, oh no, bro. Oh no. So it's a lot of brothers that that don't go any further than my prayer list. I'll pray for you, but I don't hang with you. Yeah. So y'all naming off all type of music. Keep on playing. Keep on playing. Y'all just helping me with my playlist. Yeah, I'm writing all this down. Keep on playing. Any type of music that y'all know about that I don't know about, y'all keep on talking about it. And I will sit back. He said you should look into. Okay, yeah, let me keep on talking about all that music. I'm always on learner mode. I never, ever, ever leave learner mode. I'm always on learner mode. He said Crown Royal on the way in 2 weeks. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Will. He said, bro, I don't want to reach. Okay. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm dipping in conversation. I don't claim to be a passport, bro. I just support it. And I'm looking to be a digital nomad. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm glad you said that, Will. Most dudes don't know. I support the passport bro movement and I support the passport bros, but I'm an expat. I could talk about the passport bro because I was one at one point in time. And like I said, sometimes people can see stuff about us from a bird's eye view that we don't notice. So I can sit back as an expat and tell passport bros like, hey, brother, I noticed this is going on. Brothers, y'all might want to take care of this over here. I've graduated from being a passport bro. Remember I said passport bro, the moniker originally came out from an older dude. And I swear I think it's either he's in Panama or Costa Rica YouTuber. And he came up with the term passport bros. So I was, 2017 all the way to 2000, maybe like 2019, I was passport bro. But when I moved here, I became an expat / like Will, digital nomad. I was more attracted to the term digital nomad and wondering what they were about, how they traveling the world and making money, than I was about the passport bros. I could care less about the title passport bros. I'm trying to find out how are these white boys traveling the world and making this money on that level. And so I started studying digital nomads. I could give less than about the passport bro statement moniker. I love the moniker, but they never put no money in my pocket. Digital nomad, that will put money in your pocket. Learning how to make money online while you traveling the world, that's who I was following. I kid y'all not. I think this is the first time I've actually told you guys this or mentioned this to you, but I'm not a passport bro. I'm an expat. I live in these countries. I'm an expat. I'm a digital nomad. Everything that I do, my whole business, all the business and online business that you guys don't even know anything about, all those they travel with us. I'm a digital nomad. Just in case you're wondering who Andre is, or maybe you just don't care. You don't wonder. But yeah, I'm with Will on that one. That's me. I support the passport bros. I love the movement, but I ain't a passport bro. I'm gonna sit up there and talk about I'm a passport bro. And I'm an expat. What? I want to be called a passports bro. Plural passports. That's what I'm be called. When you hear me come out with it, I'm a passports bro. So I'm saying, shoot. Oh man. The old school, yeah. Thank you very much for all the music that you guys have shared. He said, I can't wait to come here first in August 1st. Oh, you're gonna love it, guys. Shout out to Speak Spanish Now. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. He's absolutely correct. The Afro-Colombian Festival that's going to be here in August. Guys, start saving up your money because we had a ball last year. It was my first time actually going to enjoy everything from the food to it wasn't my first time going, but I really didn't get a chance to go day after day. And it was the first time I got a chance to enjoy the whole day after day after day experience. And I had a great time. And if you want to reach out to D during that time period, yes, I'm putting you out there, D. If you want to reach out to D and get a consultation on where you should go, where you should have fun during the festival. But I'm telling you, this Afro-Colombian Petronio Alvarez, who was a great dude, this celebration, if you go to any Colombian celebration, and there's a lot of them in Choco and other locations where you want to celebrate Black celebrations, which are some great events, but you do not want to miss the one here in Cali. I mean, they go all out with a gigantic free concert. What? Boy, me and who was it? Me and DJ Chisel. We're sitting back at the concert. We were sitting back in the bleachers, sitting in the back. We're looking at 20,000 people enjoying themselves. And we like, all this is free. All these performers in this concert. And we looking at these lights, and we know how much these lights cost. And we look like, dang. Do you know how much money you would make if you just we like, that's the American in us. If you only charge $1 for each person to get in. I mean, you talking about a mega show, mega event, some of the best food. Charles says, I want to be a digital nomad. My ultimate plan is being formed as we speak, keeping my main source of income true, and traveling part-time or travel part depends on it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't put my glasses on. That's right, my brothers. Speak it into existence. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I'm actually invited. He said I was actually invited to come to Barranquilla. I like Barranquilla. Good music, good food, good people. I'm going to learn the art of. See, y'all keep naming off stuffs, things that I always got to look up because I don't know what that is, and I try not to be one of those people that act like they know everything. Can we get to the topic? It's been 2 hours, gentlemen, ladies. I'll let her know that you said what's up. Also, Maurice, I'll definitely let her know that you both spoke. Okay, Hen in the building. Real talk, Dre. Straight facts. Thanks, brethren. Hit that like button. And make sure that you guys subscribe to Kings. And I don't know why King's in here. Go to bed, Kings. Dre curse. Do whatever you want. No, actually, if you notice on the last episode on our show, I didn't curse. I kind of like do my little bleeps out while I'd be like mother stuff like that. Is because YouTube is starting to crack down on cursing on YouTube videos. And if you curse too much, it could get you demonetized. I.e., you see what happened to us with all my cursing. And it just came out the policy like 2 months ago. And also, when you have too much cursing in your video, I didn't say no cursing, but I say if you have too much cursing, what happens is the advertiser up here with the big money that wanted to advertise on your video does it. So the advertiser with okay money, they advertise on your commercials. And so you wonder like, man, why? I mean, advertise not commercial, but they do commercial on your video. And you wonder like, why is my money starting to go down, or the amount of money I'm going down for the same amount of views? And what it is the cursing. YouTube changed their policy about a month and a half ago, and they put a video out about it in regards to all cursing. So the word HELL is just like saying got. It's the same thing. All cursing is treated the same way, and you can't. And also, your video can be demonetized if you curse within the first 8 seconds. I don't know why 8 seconds, but you can't even say one curse word in the first 8 seconds. None. And like I said, they changed it to all curse words are the same. So to not mess with another man's money while I'm on another man's channel, I am trying to curse very, very little. So you'll see me self-bleed. So that's why I do that. He said, I noticed Pisces chicas are starting Age like Yolanda. See, I can't. Young starting to. Hey, let me look this person up. Y'all got me being nosy. Yolanda Solovara or Bada B in Espanol. Hit that like button. Say people speaking aren't overseas, but this is overseas topic and channel. But it don't matter, man. Let's not, apples and oranges. My circle looks like the you. So does mine, man. I kid you not. My last maybe like maybe 4 years in the States. All my friends, my uncle could tell you, my friends, like 2 brothers, 1 sister. Everybody else was Colombian and Venezuelan. Man, hey, I'm telling y'all, if you want to experience Colombia and not go to Colombia, go to Tampa, Florida. It is a humongous area right off Hillsborough, all the way up and down Armenia. It's nothing but Colombian restaurants, nothing but Colombia. The flag is everywhere, nothing but Colombian clubs, bar, the whole thing, all the houses, all the community. You walk in that area, you better know some Spanish. When I kid you not, because I live in that area too. And it's right down from the Buck Stadium, literally from the Buck Stadium and the Yankee Stadium, right? And so when it was time for me to get my my marriage, I mean when it was time for us to get married, and I had paperwork that was in English, and it had to be notarized in Spanish, I had no problem finding a Spanish notary. Literally, I walked down the block. It was in my own neighborhood. It was a notary right there on the corner, and he was Spanish and English notary. That's how strong of a community, a Latin community in of Colombians that are in Tampa. So I feel you, Charles. Yeah, all my people, like you win. I got brothers, I got sisters, but I kid you not, man. When you guys were talking about all the beautiful Venezuelan women, I know. Because that's who I used to hang out with in the States, the gorgeous, beautiful Venezuelan women. So I knew you guys were right. Yeah, man, I kid you not, man. I had 8 Asian, man, I had some, man, my Asian friends so fine. My Puerto Rican friends, fine. I'm not talking about these, my people. When I got married, these ladies were so happy. I told you was going to find somebody in Colombia. I told you. I feel you know, like I mentioned before, apples and oranges. We gonna ride it out. You still my dog. I'm still your dog. Asian people have no right. Oh, come on, man. You guys are riding out with like a horse, man. Let it go. Let's get to the topic at hand. I got about a good, you know what? I am getting back to my running. Andre and I do yoga together. And so we're getting back there. Hello, Dre. Are you doing a master class? Mad Dollars in the building representing. Let's get ready to get started. It's been 2 hours in. Okay. Signs that you are or aren't ready, and correct me if I'm wrong, D, in regards to these when it comes to South America. Yes, Andre, because you do not do tours. Oh yeah, these tours are excellent walking tours too. And she'll take you to some good restaurants to get some good food, some good Afro-Colombian food. And this the cool part with D also is this. She takes you to places where you can support the brothers and sisters down here. And I mean that. Some of the alcohol that we got that are Afro-Colombian, we would have never knew about at one point in time if D hadn't told us, hey, you want to buy this, not that. You see what I'm saying? So when you come down here and do a tours by D on Instagram, and you hit her up, she gonna give you the opportunity, since y'all want to be down for the brotherhood, show it with your dollars in other countries. Indeed gives you the opportunity to do that. And that's one thing that I love, and I'm proud of her in regards to that. She does show you how to show love to the brothers and sisters down here. He said, I'm just going to agree with everything y'all say so I can fit. Clearly stupid. He said, I won't form my own opinions, just follow the crowd like a trained pet. I kid you not, man. There's a magazine called I like how you were speaking on that. There's a magazine called the Rob Report. Like, if you ain't balling in the States, you wouldn't know about the Rob Report. It's a magazine for people that have cars that are like $500,000, $3 million vehicles. And so for you guys that know about the Rob Report, you know the watches in there, $25,000 watches, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 watches. The suits it's just a magazine, a fashion magazine for the ultra rich, right? And in the back of the Rob Report, usually on the last page, they interview somebody and ask them, how did you get rich? And I'll never forget this article I read. It was written by a butler. I'm going to say that again. A butler to rich people who became rich. And so in the interview, they said, how did you become rich? That's the last. So they'll ask certain questions, and then the last question will be like, how do you become rich? And you know his answer was? Back to what Khalil said. He said, I looked at what everybody else in my community and what everybody else around was doing, and I did the exact opposite. And that's how I became a multimillionaire from being a butler. I'm going to say that again. Everything else, what everybody else was programmed to do and how everybody else was programmed to think, I looked at what they were doing. He said, I noticed it. I didn't ignore it. I looked at what everybody else was programmed to do, and I did the opposite. And because I did the opposite, I became a multimillionaire. And I never forget that, as you could tell. And I try to base my life on that particular principle. When I see everybody saying the same thing, everybody flowing in the same direction, I look real close and I do the opposite. And so far, it's worked. It has caused me to be successful, not just on the financial side, but in other areas of my life, that when I was following the same thing that everybody else was doing, and I was getting not the best results in life, and what I knew my life should have been better, even though I was making good money, there were still so many holes that were still in my life unfilled. And so I decided to follow the principle of that article. I look at what everybody else is crying and whining about, what everybody else is speaking on, and I continue to do the opposite. And it's crazy how when I do the opposite with this thing called life, it works out for me. But as long as I follow the pattern in the train and the trail that everybody else keep putting down, my life was moving slower and slower and slower. As soon as I start beating a different path, my life started picking up pace rapidly. So I'm with the brother. Last line, he says, I won't form my own opinions. Just follow the crowd like a trained pet, because that's what most people are taught to do, especially back home. But as soon as you do like that butler did, watch what happens to your life. I promise you that. I'll never forget that article changed, that little line of that article in that whole magazine. That was one of my aha moments. Not the only one, but that was one of my main aha moments. And I tested it, and it was true. As long as I see crowds of people doing the exact same thing, I always do the opposite. Not in the sense of a foolish opposite. Like, I'm not about to jump off a cliff if everybody else not jumping off. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the direction of life, and I'm seeing everybody else is failing, but if we're all trained to walk in that situation, it doesn't feel like failure. If we're all walking into the same wall. So I decided, let me not walk into that wall anymore. and see what happens to my life. And I start walking into walls. And I just watch everybody else walk into walls. Listen, okay. Okay, I got it written down. I got that music written down, D. You better believe I'm going. Okay, see, D, you play too much. You got me another one. Yeah. And I learned the other aha lesson I have is, you guys have noticed me say this all the time. I live on learner mode. I'm never not learning. Never. You will never ever see me not learning. I got so many books on my Amazon Kindle. Me and Andre, we collect. So we just bought some brand new books too. We just got some new books. I was going to wait till tomorrow to show them, but I'm going to show them again tomorrow anyway on our channel. I got a book called Think Again. Just bought that one. And it's about the power of knowing what you don't know. There is power in knowing what you don't know. Just bought that here in Colombia at the bookstore. You see, that's English. So you guys that like to buy books, there's no excuse. I just bought Tony Robbins' brand new book that just came out. And the title is, I'm sorry, I forgot I got the new camera up there. But the title is Life Force. That's the title at the bottom, Life Force. So I'm always on learner mode. You guys hear me talk a lot, but you'll never hear me act like I know everything. I'm always on learner mode. I never, ever, ever, ever leave learner mode. Never. I wake up in the morning ready to learn something new about life every day. Every single day. You will never see me leave learner mode. There's always something new to learn. You will never see me act like I got it all down pack and I'm like, no, I let other dudes do that mess. But as for me, I'm always, every day, all day, with a pen somewhere and some paper somewhere, ready, a notepad, a little pad. I text myself something. I'll say, you guys will say, well, Andre, I heard about that. I say, text that to me. Send it to me. I do that with Andre. Send that to me. I'm always learning. Some of you dudes ain't been on learner mode since you was in school. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Always, I live on learner mode. I swear. That's one of my other secrets of success. Share the video, y'all. Yeah, he said, let me see if I wrote that one down. Nope, I didn't write that one down. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I did write that one down. Okay, cool. Shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for sharing the music part. He said, I stand with y'all brothers. Only a few of us remaining. Obviously, hail Uncle Tom, walking this earth. Have you ever read the book Uncle Tom? If you read, see, for you guys that don't live on learner mode, if you ever read the book Uncle Tom, y'all would stop using that term. Because Uncle Tom in the actual book where the term came from was the complete opposite of what people use the term for. You guys got to get on learner mode for real. You got to get on learner mode for real. Y'all just be saying stuff because y'all be hearing it. And I was like that. I kid you not. I hear something, here, Uncle Tom. And then when you read the book, you find out that Uncle Tom was nothing like what people use the term for. Nothing like that. The hypocrisy, Andre, Asian people will never let you. I don't care what Asian people do. I'm like Chuck. Yeah, guys got it twisted. I'm like Chuck D. I'm an earthling. I'll never forget when I heard Chuck D say that. Chuck D said, I'm not just a black man, I'm an earthling. It's my job to grasp from all cultures, not just from one or two. What are y'all talking about? The hypocrisy, Andre, Asian people. I don't care what Asian people will never do. It's not my job to learn from every single Asian person or Asian culture. It's my job to, whenever there's an Asian person that will give me some type of knowledge, I'm going to grasp it. Just like if there's any type of positive black person that's going to give me some knowledge, I'm going to grasp it. If it's any type of sister to where some dudes could be like, you should only learn from men, I'm going to grasp it from women. Just like fast as I grasp knowledge from a man. Some of y'all limited because y'all only try to focus on learning from our culture. There's a lot to learn from our culture, but there's a lot to learn, experience from other cultures too. We don't know everything. And when you're a person that live on learner mode like I do, you'll realize there is a limit to what you can learn within the four walls of your culture. And there's other things that you can learn within the proximity of other cultures. And those things that you might learn, you may have 99% of Asian people can't stand your black. Cool. I only need 1% to teach me a little something. 99 of Middle Eastern people don't like Andre. Cool. I just need 1% of Middle Eastern people to teach me something. I'm only on this planet for so long. I don't need everybody to be cool with me anyway. I don't need every black person to be cool with me to learn from black people. I'm going to repeat that. I don't need to be cool with every black person to learn from my people. I just need those that come into my proximity that I can learn from. So it is with when I'm around the Italian dudes. So it is when I'm around women from Peru or Argentina. Argentina, we know there's race out there. But I don't need every Argentinian to teach me something. Just the ones that desire to be in my proximity to teach me something. Y'all gonna catch on to that one day. I promise. Y'all gonna catch on to how every little thing, it ain't worth it. What? We got a football game going on? That looks like a real game now. The score that came up. Let me find out. You know what? I can see that. It just hit me with that game because the Chargers safeties are trash. Chargers safeties are trash. And Justin Herbert has had an okay season. It wasn't like last year or the year before. This year, Justin was like, ugh, it was an okay season for Justin Herbert, the quarterback for the Chargers. So I could see Jags coming back. The receivers are good. The running game is good. The quarterback has been decent this year. I can see that. That looks like that's going to be a good game. I haven't even scrolled down far enough to see if they have made a comeback or not, and if they've won. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They haven't read the book. See, if you go by that Uncle Tom statement, classic. What I mean about being on learner mode. If you don't take time out to learn the truth, you will go by what everybody else is saying just because they got your same complexion. Oh, Uncle Tom, mother. But because black people have said it, you didn't question it, whether it was true or not. As long as somebody with your skin said it, it's got to be true. And then when you read the book, you find out. You mean black people been using the word Uncle Tom the wrong way? But I thought because of we always right? We don't do no wrong, right? We ain't got no villains, no criminals, no uneducated people in our community. Because just because we got the same this is the reason why you don't question nothing. So I can say anything to you. And as long as I got this, you don't do no homework on it, right? Brothers, do me a favor. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Read the book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, and get back to me. I don't care if you listen to the audiobook on YouTube, because I listen to a lot of audiobooks on YouTube. My favorite book of all time on YouTube is, and I read the book too, Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. It was a Jewish dude who was a psychiatrist who got captured during the time period of, we know the history of Germany. And he talked about the psychology of how he was able to overcome watching the loss of his family, watching the loss of his friends, and his life deteriorating, and how he was able to overcome that. And the book is called Man's Search for Meaning, and it's on YouTube. Plato's Republic is on YouTube. The Hero with 1,000 Faces is on YouTube. So even if you're not a reader, you know, you're not going to read Tony Robbins' thick book. Cool. Go to YouTube and read a book. When you guys get off this live stream, listen to Uncle Tom's Cabin. Hear the real story. Don't believe everything somebody say to you as a culture just because they got your color. We got to get away from that. If me and Mad Dollars sat back and listened to only, we would have never known that truth that he just posted. I knew it because I read the book. I knew who Uncle Tom was. So when y'all be using that Uncle Tom bullshit, stop it. Because you talking about somebody, even though it's a fictional character, you using it in the wrong text. And for us educated brothers, you sound stupid. No offense. Y'all sound stupid when you talk about Uncle Tom and you never read the book, because if you read the book, you would not be making those statements, brothers. Come on, stop that. We got to stop this. You know the old saying, if you want to hide something from black people, where do you put it? If you want to hide something from black people, where do you put it? In a book. And that's a shame that people got a saying in the world about us like that. If you want to hide something from black people, you know where to put it. Put it in a book. That's uncalled for. Our people should never be known for that. Always live on learner mode. Never act like you know everything. Because I don't. I wish I would pretend like I know everything. I really don't. There's a buck dancing. He said, this is buck dancing talk I'm hearing. Okay, I'm dipping into somebody's conversation. I've been an expat in Mexico for 6 years. I ain't mad at you, brother. Living your best life too. That's what expat. Yeah, I kid you not. I love being an expat. I love it. I love being a digital nomad. I kid you not. When I first heard that term, I was like, there are people. And like I said, it wasn't no brothers out there. No, nothing against us brothers, but let's be real. When you first heard about the term of digital nomad, it wasn't in our community. You was reading articles that white people that were like backpackers, and they were digital nomads like in Bali and living their best life. And you like, how the heck they making money like that? And, you know, they're doing everything from affiliate marketing and starting online businesses or teaching English in China or whatever it may be. And they're like, they came up with this term called digital nomads. And I was like, I want to be a digital nomad. But I just didn't know how to start. So you know me, on learner mode. So I started researching and watching all these headlines and YouTube videos and hitting them up on and I'm kidding you not, I'm hitting these white dudes and white ladies up on Instagram. I want to know how I could do this. How can I get out this cubicle? And I'm making $70,000 to $80,000 a year, but I need to get out this cubicle. And I want to be in Bali with a laptop, like the book that the brother wrote. Why should white men have all the fun? Why should white men have all the fun? And I'm having a brain cramp. He was the first black billionaire. He bought Nestle's, and he died at the age not Nestle's, but Nabisco. I think it was Nabisco. And he had an Asian wife, and he died at like the age of 50. And he wrote a book called "Why Should White Men Have All the Fun?" He was technically the first black billionaire, even before our brother from BET. And that's how I felt about the good book too. When you guys get a chance, listen to the audio of that book too. Why Should White Men Have All the Fun? Really good story of his life. And so I realized, man, why should white boys be the only digital nomads? And I knew it was some brothers and sisters out there doing it, but at that time period, it wasn't nobody really out there showcasing brothers and sisters doing it yet. And so I was like, man, F being just a passport, bro. I kid you not. Passport, bro, was cool, but that means that you use your passport. You got to go back to the States. I don't want to go back to the States. That's how I felt like a little kid. I don't want to go back to the States, daddy. And so I started learning about digital marketing. I started learning about online job opportunities. I started learning my butt off on how can I live outside the United States and do what them white boys doing. Basically, that's how I was. If they can do it, then I'm a brother. This is my planet. I can do it too. And I kid you not. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing, man. Representing us brothers as an expat and a digital nomad. Okay, but expats somewhere else because we overcrowded over here. Hey, you know we be leaving in a couple years anyway, D. So I'm gonna miss you. Yeah. Even though we'll be coming back, we're gonna buy some property down here. We'll be coming back every year, but it's just a fact. Okay. Oh, I'm dipping the conversations. Good evening. Good evening, Charles. You have been something. Okay, I'm dipping. I try not to dip in you guys' conversation. I might want to live in Africa. Yeah. I can't wait to get closer so we can, because living in Portugal is like Africa. The whole continent is literally right under us. So we can go visit and enjoy that region as well. So excited. Have to travel for a good bit to narrow down the choices. Absolutely correct. Oh, Charles said the same thing I said, huh? Put in the big. My mama told me this growing up, and I'll share it with you now. Yeah. If you want to keep something from a black man, put it in the book. That's so sad. Do you know one of the reasons? I never told you guys this. One of the reasons while I keep books around, tangible books around, and I walk with them and then I read in public. Because I think there's some young black kid somewhere that's never seen a black man reading in public. Outside of a school teacher, black male school teacher and stuff like that. There are some black kids that have never seen a black male just sitting around reading or walking somewhere and reading. A lot of you guys know that I was incarcerated at one point in time. And they actually hired me to be the GED teacher. Never had a failure in 2 years. Not one of my students ever failed. Never. Everybody got their graduated with their GED and went on to college at that time period when they were paying for college in prisons. And you know how I got the job? They walked up to me and said, "We want you to be the school teacher." I was like, "Why is that?" They said, "Because you're the only brother that walk around all day learning. You're the only one that we see constantly learning." And so I do this to be an example to the young generation that's coming along. I want them to see me outside in a park in Colombia. And I want some of those young Afro-Colombian kids to see a black man with a book in his hand. Because some kids ain't never seen one of us with a dang book in our hand. And that's why they so comfortable in the world saying, if you want to have something from black people, put it in the book. I'm tired of that one. I'm tired. That's for real. These terms change the meaning once they go mainstream. Absolutely, and get hijacks. Absolutely correct, sir. Absolutely correct. Woke. He says they go mainstream. Woke means awake and conscious, and now it's bad. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Now it's bad. Is some red pill means unplug. Red means it did means unplug. Now it's sad. What's that? Incel people now passport bros as the term. Shaking my head. Absolutely correct. Everything has just been hijacked in regards to their original definitions. You're correct. You are correct, brother. That sounds like a plan, bro. Check out my motherland and check out Colombia. Am I dip? Oh, I'm dipping. I'm dipping somebody's conversation. My bad. He said I ran to everybody. Okay, I'm really dipping. Click that like button. He said we have to stop associating terms once they go mainstream, they become spilt milk. That's a good point. And also sheer. He said, "Oh hell, look at the Chargers finna mess." I already knew, man. Listen, they finna listen. They sound like my Raiders. They put my Raiders are taking everything out on Derek Carr. They about to trade Derek Carr, but nobody wants to admit my Raiders defense has been garbage for 30 years. 30 years. Our defense has been putrid, trash. Derek Carr averages about 25 to 35 points every game to try to keep at least us ahead in regards to points. The Raiders can be 37 points to nothing. Fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Raiders gonna lose 39 to 37. Our defense is putrid. And so is San Diego Chargers, but not as bad as ours. So I can see how the Chargers are going to mess this game up. Shout out to Arthur Will. I'm dipping. Reggaeton, also another favorite of mine. You know, I'm kind of up and down now with my reggaeton. I used to be like Mr. Reggaeton himself, but now I'm kind of like, oh well, yeah. Oh, I got it. You guys are some monsters. That's a good one. Thank you very much for letting me know about that, D. Ah, see, when you're constantly learning, I'm learning from you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, she did. She that was dirty. I was her number one fan. Yeah, whatever. Oh, come on, refs. Don't do that. The last girl I dated in California, I think, was Colombian. They age well. I love y'all. Y'all funny. Shout out to D. I'm out, y'all. Have a good night. Have a good night. I see a couple of people heading out. I think Kings and Dreams might be in bed by now. A good book to read is Man Not by Tom. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Man Not. Let me look that one up. That's the other thing that I love. To have a wife that's a reader that likes to go to the bookstore and buy. You think I buy books? Your girl? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of guys don't know that about Uncle Tom. Yeah, I'm going to read that book. I'm definitely read that book about man not. But yeah, your girl. It's like little things that you take for granted, like the Alchemist. I didn't think about the Alchemist being in Spanish, and then Andrea walked in like, I'm buying the Alchemist, and so now she's reading the Alchemist, and don't make me cry. I got a good wife. Uncle Tom died at the end of the story. Yep, true. Brutally whipped him. Yep. For what? Not snitching. Not, I'm going to repeat that, not snitching on the ones who are running away. And if you read the book, you would know. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Here is Tribe in the building. I've been around the world. I learn every day from other cultures. I love that. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I love that part. But I protect my culture. I'm the exact same way. That's all I'm saying. I'm with you in regards to that one. I protect my culture, but I don't protect everybody that has the same complexion because they have the same complexion. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something now. If God sat back and was like, okay, I'm gonna let you pick and choose, Andre, which culture do you want to be part of? Before God get the of part out, black. Now, are you sure, son? Black. I love being a black man. I love my people. I love all the things that our people have created, invented, all the foods that come from everything about being black. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. The only reason people halfway tolerate white people because they got at this point in time in history, it hasn't always been, but at this point in time in history, they hold the cards. Just at this point in time in history, it hasn't always been like that. White people hasn't always ruled the way that they do, but it just so happened to be in this point in time in history of the world. But we as black people, we've always done our thing. So I wouldn't trade it for the world. All right, guys, it looks like we will not be getting to the topic at hand tonight. He says, don't worry about people talking down on our culture. Deal with people who don't mind teaching you about theirs. That's true. Khalil giving me FBA militant vibes. I keep forgetting what this FBA term is. What is this? Before I let you guys go, what is the FBA? I keep hearing guys say this. Somebody mentioned it at one point in time, but I don't want to assume. So could you guys share with me what this FBA is? Just made my night, brother. Salute to you. Shout out to you, man, Dallas. I first heard of digital nomad back in that's right around the time period I heard about it, Charles. It's kind of funny you would say that. Oh, you would say you were in a pub in England or in London. It was enforced a year later in Milan. Wow. He said all hell is 32. Oh shoot. This is a good game. NFL, get your money. The fact that Khalil is damn near 50 years old, forgive me for cursing, act like a teen. Very well. So I'm dipping. I'm dipping in conversation. So, like I said, anytime I see the at sign, I'm here, bro. Oh, okay, Kings. Foundational Black Americans. Oh, okay. Thanks, brother. Let me write that one down so I don't forget it. Cool. FBAs don't believe in one drop rule and see people like me as ops. So Will, if you got one drop of of black in your blood, you don't count as being black. You don't count. The FBA said you don't count. Now, since this, and I'm just asking, guys. I'm not being facetious with this question. I'm trying to learn now. Foundational Black America. So that means they only down with blacks in America? Because when you say American, or is it just saying almost like the citizenship could be called foundational Black American? Because I'm trying to find out. See, that's what I'm talking about. The Jags won, y'all. See, that's what I'm talking about. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The Chargers defense is trash, just like the Raiders. So I already kind of knew that was going on. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to look up and start learning some things about the FBA, because I've seen it around, over the last maybe like year. I can't say year, maybe about a good 6 months. I've been noticing people have been putting that out there. FBAs are technically, see, you got me with Art of Will. Okay, what's AD? What's ADOS? Any of you guys know what that is? I mean, the Chargers. Oh, the Chargers really falconed this game. Yeah, they true. That's true. They really cult that game too. Remember the Colts? They won it. They lost it like that too. Los in the building. Crypto, learn crypto. TV. The crypto king himself. I was telling the guy tonight who subscribed to your channel, the older gentleman. He is heavy off into. I'm trying to think of that currency that he's into. It's like 4 letters. I mean, 3 letters. I forget which one it is. Like, I guess all of them are letters. But I'll remember it. And but he was so, and I told him about you and being in Bogota. But so he subscribed to your channel. Charles says, Andre, for digital nomad information, I follow Traveling with Kirsten. On YouTube, Traveling with. And digital nomad for yeah. I did know about that book. I did know about that one. Let's say I didn't know that Trevor Lawrence would bounce back. Man, Trevor. I had Trevor on my fantasy team for a couple of games, man. I mean, they got an excellent running game now with Travis Etienne, and they got really decent receivers now. And the defense is, okay. So, yeah. He said, y'all still calling yourself? No, man. I think some of us use the Passport Bro moniker to kind of just showcase all inclusiveness in regards to certain topics, which I didn't get a chance to get to. Running off at the mouth, Andre. And so at the end of the day, I just wish the best for us all. He said, I used to call Trevor Sunshine from Remember the Titans. Yeah, man. Trevor did. I won't lie. I know. I won't lie. Trevor had a good year this year. Yeah, Kirsten has been digital nomad for 2 decades. She's currently in Portugal. Now I really got to hit her up because I've been watching anything I can find on Portugal. After being back in Miami because of 2-year pause in the world. Oh, yeah, 2-year pause in the world. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check her out. I'm gonna, like, as soon as we get done with this, I'm gonna be checking her out. Y'all seen Asia's dunk tonight? Asia or Aja, if you're listening in Spanish. Sunshine is the hippie quarterback from. Yeah, I remember that. I remember him. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. But I'm about to head out, guys. We've been on the live stream for almost 3 hours. You know what? I'll give it 3 hours. We're gonna do another 12 minutes. But Will, you owe me. I don't know what ADOS is. So let me know what ADOS is in regards to the FBA. I got a lot of good music to listen to because of you guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You won't be leaving me behind when it comes to all this beautiful African music. Oh no. But yeah, definitely when it comes to let me see what my man. FBAs are under the belief that they were in America proud. Oh yeah. Yeah. That I definitely agree with 1000%. I was actually having a conversation in a group where one of the brothers, this is today, one of the brothers was talking about the Seminole Indians that he's a descendant of. And a lot of people don't realize Black people were part of Indian tribes long before Columbus came here, and there were titles in regards to the Indian tribes. And I knew about the Seminole Indians because, living in Tampa, there's an area called Seminole that's right between Tampa and St. Pete area. It's really in the Clearwater area, right between Clearwater, Tampa, St. Pete, and it's called Seminole. And so, from being around that area a lot, you start to study, okay, why they call this area Seminole? Then you find out about the Seminole Indians, and then you do your homework, and you find out that the Seminole Indians, many of them originally were Black people that were all over the area of Florida long before the United States was ever even thought of. Long before there was anything about, before white boys got there, it was other groups and tribes that were there. So 100% I agree with you, because learning about the Seminole Indians, and the guy was saying, he said that when people were trying to argue him about the Seminole Indians and Blacks being in America before anybody else, a lot of people didn't know. He said, you got to realize I'm a descendant of the Seminole Indians. What are you talking about? And these guys didn't even know. And I probably wouldn't have known if I didn't live in Florida and I didn't live in the region of Seminole to learn more about the Seminole Indians. So yeah, so I can concur 100% of our people being here. One of the great books that you guys want to read is Before Columbus. And so there's a lot. Oh, another good one is Superman the Man. Oh, that's a good one. Good little small little paperback. Superman the Man is a really good one. The brother that actually wrote the book in the 60s, he's got like several books out. Really good books. Superman the Man. You'll thank me. And a lot of these books are audio for free on American Descendants of Slavery. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. But that's an oxymoron. Not all. That's right. I agree with this right here. Not all American Descendants of Slavery have a lineage of FBA. Not all. That's true. All right. Okay. We went to that one. I appreciate that, Charles, for letting me know. See, a lot of the monikers that are being used right now in the States, you got to realize when I was telling Gary, the guy I was interviewing today, I was telling him, he was naming off all this stuff and all these names. Hey, Dre, you heard about this person or heard about that person? Or have you read a book by this person? And I'm like, Gary, other than books and a few bits of information, and that has to do with our other brand, I really don't keep up with the United States. When I left the States and decided to become a digital nomad, I wasn't looking over my shoulder. You can't drive forward looking in the rearview mirror. And so some of the terms that have been out there that are brand new to me, and I know that they've been around for you guys for a while, I'm just learning. I'm just learning. To summarize, some passport bros are relationship material and some aren't. Basically, that's what the topic for the night actually is. Some are, some aren't. And it's cool. It's cool. Now, I was just about to say that. You literally said what I was about to say. Not all passport bros are created equal. Every dude is different. Everybody's experience is different. I'll never try to convince guys that they have to be in a relationship or marry. I'll never do that. You know, we're love crossing borders, but I don't shame somebody else that says, "Hey, marriage is not for me," or guys that want to be married and they say, "I want to be in polygamous relationships." I'm cool with some of them. So I'm so cool with some dudes that are polygamous. I don't be tripping on their lifestyle and what they like to do. Them still my dudes. If they cool people with me. So everybody's situation is, you're absolutely correct, is different. Dre are completely detached from the matrix, and that's a good thing. Yeah, I can't tell you what's on the radio. I don't. You know how you can go online and listen to your favorite radio station from your city, like Philadelphia or Detroit or L.A. or Kentucky. I never listen to radio in the United States. I never go online and listen to. Is if I left the United States, why am I still trying to babysit and use social media for my umbilical cord for the United States? I could tell you nothing. I ain't that dude. I got 5 more minutes left. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate the agreements, the disagreements. I love the fact that we can converse, and then at the end of the day, we're still brothers, we're still sisters. And I mean, no matter what culture, I ain't about to sit up here and trip on the color like y'all are. I love my people. I really do. I love my culture. I love all that we offer. But I know that we are not the only color and culture on this planet. Let's let it go. Passport OG said, I'd advise against that. Last time I listened to Atlanta music, it was trash. I'm telling, I kid you not. I can't tell you who on the radio. I don't know who won a Grammy. I mean, I could listen. I can't tell you if somebody was to say so and so just won an Oscar. I don't even know what movie they won the Oscar for. I kid you not. I always tell the joke of a couple years ago, Beyonce won a Grammy, and I was like, when did Beyonce come out with another album? I kid you not. They say, Dre, do some of your friends and family hate on you for moving out of the Matrix? Actually, no. My friends, most of my friends, remember I said most of my friends are Colombians and Venezuelans anyway in the States. I got a few really, really close brothers and sisters. That's my family that's like that close to me that I still talk to on a regular basis. But he says strippers winning Grammy. Yeah, I did hear about the Cardi B winning the Grammy. But as far as my family is still in a kind of like quasar of understanding. Now, is he in Columbus or Columbia? Is he in Columbia, South Carolina, or baby? Where is Andre? Where is my sister, my blood sister, who I talk to all the time? Ask Candy, where does Andre live? She'll either say, why are you asking me? Because she's trying to be defensive. Or she'll say, he lives somewhere in South America. It's taking Candy this long to get the South America part down. But I can say Colombia 100 times. And Candy, let me plug my phone up. And Candy still won't get it. I kid you not. It's almost like with your family, you just be like, gotta love your family. Yeah, family is kind of like in that weird zone of they're happy for you being, living your life, but they wouldn't do it, but yet they kind of like confused. They almost look at you like, you know, are you volunteering for the military or Peace Corps or something? Are you, why are you, why? But this the same family that kind of like looked at me and my uncle kind of odd, me and Jeffrey odd when we moved to Florida. Some of y'all got family members that look at you crazy because you decided to move to another city. Why would you move? Why would you leave Chicago and move to, you know, it's always family is love family, because no matter where you move to, family always looks at you odd. Why? Because remember, over 72% of Americans, and I just looked at the stats again yesterday, of Americans live and die within a 50-mile radius of where they were born. That's crazy. 72, let me say that one again. 72% of Americans live and die within a 50-mile radius of whatever hospital they were born in. So when we expect our families, you know, to kind of like understand the fact that you moved to another state is mind-blowing to many of our families. Oh shoot, mom doing big things. My mom is planning to move to Mexico, trying to plan a visit for her 70th this year. We'll have to see. We'll have to see though. Man, listen, I'm happy. Mom doing it. One of the questions I asked Kenny, he's in his 60s. Like I said, he and his wife have been married for 30. Like he said, 36 years. And this is the interview that I did today. And I said, one of the questions, one of the myths is that it's too late. And Kenny said, just like I said, it's never too late. I mean, I moved outside the United States at 51, even though Kenny did it when he was 21. So I think 21, like 19, 21, right around that age. Yeah. He said, my mom's worried about me wanting to move to another country, talking, but you can die over there. Like we just don't have we don't have any events that happen in the United States where people just, I told her I could die anywhere. And we will, all of us are going to die somewhere. At least choose to pass on or expire where you want to. If I'm going to expire, let me expire in a geographical location, for the most part, where I want to. And I chose not to want to expire in the United States. And that doesn't make the United States bad. I love the United States. I want to repeat that. You guys hear me talk about the United States and some of the things you think that he hates the United States. One dude was like, you should give up your citizenship. What for? I love the United States. But just because I decide that I may not want to live there anymore, that doesn't mean that you don't have to hate the United States to want to move out of the United States. Just like you don't have to hate somebody to break up with them. He said, that's got everybody addressed. Yeah, preach. That's a good statement. Whoa, that's a good one. I'm writing that one down. Stolen. Yeah, that's a good statement because that's true. That is so true. All right, I'm dipping. Oh, it's Charles, my mom. I think I can get my mom hip to it. She ain't traveled that much, and she watch news a lot. She ain't been out. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I was writing. That's another thing. Our family members, when they watch the news and they watch like 90 Day Fiance and stuff like that, they never get the real story of what's going on in other locations. So they kind of like, and you got God bless our families because they kind of concerned. They kind of like, okay, are you sure you want to go? You know, you sure you want to move to Minnesota? You sure you want to move to, Baltimore? Sure. I mean, our family, hey, true story. You would have thought that me and Jeffrey moved to another country when we moved to Florida from Detroit. You would have thought, I swear, you'd have thought Jeffrey went to the moon and Mars the way our family was looking at him. And so, yeah, he said, death doesn't card you at the entrance. Yep. He said, I love you, big bro. Love you too, Kings. He says, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is the last comment for the night, guys. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for keeping us on the update of the game. He said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous traveling out of the country. And you should be. And I'll tell you why. Because it'll cause you to be what's called cautious. And I'll tell you what there's a definition, one of my favorite definitions. I used to study etymology, the study of words, breaking down words, right, into the suffix and prefixes. One of my favorite words is caution in the dictionary. Caution, the original definition means to be self-bodyguard. I love that definition. That's what children don't have caution. That's why you have to hold their hand. Children have fear, but they don't have caution. That's why if you don't grab that child's hand, they'll think that they can beat the traffic of that car and they'll run in the middle of the street trying to beat it, but they don't have caution. They don't know that they can beat the speed of that car that's coming. So you got to hold their hand. That's caution. When you have that feeling of fear, or not fear, but worry or nervousness, that's caution. It's called self-bodyguard. And you're being wise. In other words, you're wise enough not to come to other countries and be too cocky and act like you know everything. You need that nervousness. I had it. Other guys have had it. Other ladies have had it. The best thing that can happen to you if you are a person that's traveling to other countries or even another city and you plan on living there is nervousness. That's one of the best things that can happen to you because your caution kicks in. Your self-bodyguard kicks in. But for people that have no cautiousness and we heard the term, they throw caution to the wind, they throw self-bodyguard to the wind. Those are the ones that end up getting their head bashed in Medellin. And I don't mean on the physical side, I mean they get disappointed and end up having to go back to the United States. So that's a good thing, Maurice. That's a really good thing to feel that nervousness, or in other words, that caution. I'm nervous traveling out of the country. When I travel out of the country, it will be my first time doing it. I mean, my nerves, I won't even lie. A lot of dudes don't talk about this part. My nerves were shot to Hades. I was so nervous. I'm coming to, now I've traveled to other countries, like travel here and there, but I've never really stayed there in another country. And so when I went to Medellin for that week, for a week, that's the longest I've actually sat my butt down in one country. Usually like 3 days, 5 days, but a week? Man, I was so nervous every day, and I was so excited every day. My nerves was shot. What about this? What about that? And it wasn't like crime, but it was unfamiliar atmosphere. It was like everything was like your senses, your eyes had to adjust to the sounds of everybody speaking another language, to the sights of new buildings. And when you're in Medellin, it's down in the valley. So some of you guys that come from inner cities, you ain't never seen no mountains for real. And you get to Medellin and you see all these beautiful hills and mountains. Your senses are going crazy. And we're not even talking about the beauty of the women. Let's not even talk about the gorgeous women. Let's just talk about your senses are like, oh my God, look at this building, look at that, look at that building, look at this, look at that. And so all of that is going on at the same time. You're like, will I be all right? Because I don't know Spanish like that. So all of this is going on. And then you come across one of your fellow brothers that got a passport, or one of your fellow ladies like D that can help you out. And you feel a little bit more at ease. That's why when Ace was at 200 subscribers, I hit him in the comment section and I said, I'm coming to Medellin. Could you show me around? And when Ace met me walking out my hotel room, actually on my way to his spot, but he didn't have to do that. And we were only 2 blocks away. We were only 2 blocks separated from each other. I didn't know that, but we were only 2 blocks away. And he actually came out his apartment and walked around to my hotel room to make sure that I didn't get lost. Even though I was still nervous that whole week, it made it a lot easier. And that's why I wish we would get back. That's what I wish we would get back to as men with passports for each other. I really wish we could get back to that. And that's why when you guys come to Cali, I try my best to be the first one that's there, one of the first faces that some of you guys see. Not all you dudes, because you already know how I feel about some of you dudes. But most of you guys, like 99.9% of y'all, I love being that face that you see to help you get over that nervousness of coming to Cali for the first time. And I get to show you around and I get to introduce you to this. And then all of a sudden I run across D, and D with a bunch of you guys. And I love it. I love it because you're supposed to be nervous. And if you're not nervous, that's a bad thing. You're supposed to have caution. You're supposed to be your self-bodyguard. Never forget that word. Never forget the word caution. It means to be self-bodyguard. It's what children have to develop into having. Children don't know caution. That's why they will try to climb out of the bassinet, or climb, not the bassinet, but climb out of the baby, little baby bed. I think I pronounced it correctly. You could tell I ain't got no kids, but that's why you always got to watch kids, because they will put and try to grab something off the stove. They don't know caution. They know fear. Like if they hear a loud sound, it'll make them shake, but they don't know caution. Hey, don't reach up on that stove, is dangerous. So we have to be their self-bodyguard. And that's why being a parent in the beginning, the few first 5-10 years, you just security, because they don't know caution. But we as adults, we know caution. We know there's nothing wrong with having that alertness, that self-bodyguard about yourself. So you're going to have fun, bro. Take it from me. You're going to enjoy yourself. So that fear, or not fear, but that caution, that nervousness, that's a good thing, bro. That is a good thing. Dudes that don't have that always end up in some BS. Always. We got the same, we got some really smart dudes on this side of the internet. Good stuff. Yeah. We're going to end it with that in regards to this. Like I said, we never got a chance to get to this topic, but just like Will said, for some guys, relationships are there for you. And for other guys, you want to live the single life, and there's nothing wrong with that either. And so just make sure we're there for each other at the end of the day. Because when it comes to passports in other countries, we all we got. I'm out of here. Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you guys, and Kings, make sure you break this video down and start breaking your videos down too. I need to start doing that too. Getting back to what I was doing before, breaking the video, because they're so long with so many good nuggets. Dudes like me in Kings and Dreams, we need to start breaking ours down into little small bite-sized 10-15 minute videos. You know what? Good idea, Charles. I will save the topic for drink in hand. I'm out of here, guys. Talk to you later.